Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Winners Don't Use Drugs, presented by Engage Gaming, episode 126.
Crystal clear clarity. Opal for auspiciousness.
I'm Darius. I'm here with Steven. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
We got Nolan. What percentage?
Oh, jeez.
You post tax now. You got to start giving the people numbers, bro. They want to know.
When did this percentage thing even start? I don't even remember now.
Because you said you wasn't feeling 100%, and so I was like, what percent?
So it's your fault.
Yeah.
When wasn't I feeling? Oh, for my back and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was like middle of last year.
Yeah, we
that's
still had to shop and
I
everything.
thought about that. I was like, where'd the whole percentage thing even come from?
I'll let things go.
Probably like 95. I don't know.
Oh,
yo,
shit.
okay.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going off of the back injury, it's almost totally healed. Even most of
Nice.
the nerve damage in my legs are gone. So
Oh shit, you like Wolverine, man. You like healing.
yeah, over a year and a half. But yeah,
I mean, healing
That
factor
takes
is
a
still a
while.
healing factor.
That
Come
takes
on,
a
bro.
while, but
Golly, he grew like, you want to get it back immediately. You got
well, I mean, I didn't need to get operated on yet.
there
so,
you go.
So that's good. But
Small
Not having to be
it's also
operated
because
on
I had an
is-
excuse
that's a
to
good
not,
thing.
help friends move and pick up heavy stuff, and like everybody always wants to get me to do. So
Sure, I still tell people that, but I can't do it. My back won't let me do that, man. I
yeah,
can't.
well now I have an actual excuse. It's like,
Trying to recover nerve damage, so I can't really let my back do that.
I can't lift
Or just say
anything
you
over
don't
10
want to do
pounds.
it.
Nah, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just I got nerve damage.
Yeah,
How you feeling, Zach?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah. Ready for this?
I do want to give a shout out to the people that we met at Rad Junk.
Yes.
Want to be some nice folks?
Yeah. And they said they're going to check out the podcast.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hopefully y'all do. This,
also I can't talk bad about them this week.
I was about to talk some mad shit about Red Junk, but I guess I
Talk about
can't now.
How bad they are at Street Fighter.
Come on, Nolan.
gotta let that go, man.
They know. They know.
Well, this really nice lady who said she would check out the podcast also sold me those really cool Marvel, like Marvel hero and villain trading cards from back in the day.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so I got like a dozen like pages of them.
nice.
Yeah,
Was there a lot of people there?
it was a decent amount. I thought it was a nice little rotation of people coming in.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Hopefully,
Yeah, no, they-
I'll be on the next one. Hopefully,
Yeah, there were some very nice people there. We got to talking about, our Zelda tier list, and I got a copy of Brave Fence of Musashi now.
oh yeah.
Yeah, buddy. So guess what? I don't need Ocarina of Time. I got Brave Fence of Musashi at home.
The Zelda killer.
Yeah, he traded our Time Crisis for it.
I did.
Oh,
nice.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Dude came back like 17 times to ask about Time Crisis. Like, bro,
You
know
want
what
it?
this
Come on,
is.
man. What you got?
I asked him about Brave Fencer first, and he was like, I don't know, man. It's just, it's about $100. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
How much was Time Crisis?
$100.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Even Steven.
Even-
Starring Shia LaBeouf and Christy Carso Romano.
The fact that you just got her name on tuck, she ain't been another since Kim Possible.
No, she was in something.
Nah, she was in Kim Possible, and that was it.
I saw her in something.
Did you?
I saw her. No, I'm not
I
gonna
don't
say
even
that.
know who you're talking
I
about.
saw her things and something.
Oh, she was they thinking?
Oh, they was thinking.
Respectfully speaking,
Respectfully speaking, they was thinking.
I think this is International Women's Month or something like that. So,
It probably is. Shout out to all the.
shout out to the ladies. Oh snaps!
Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm glad y'all had a good time.
yeah. No, man, it was cool. Nice vibe. Pizza.
Our pizza was good. I know that shop that we went to. That was a nice shop. When we went to the first time, well, we went over there going to Rad Jump, but they wouldn't
That
have
was
it.
Rad Jump.
Yeah, but they didn't have it then. Remember they canceled it.
Yeah, but
The
that
name of the store is
but the
Rad
store
Junk.
is red.
Oh, it was Rad Junk. Okay.
yeah.
They
we
just
did-
hold a swap meet every first Saturday.
So yeah, we was in the store,
Okay.
and we had a table set up, and
It was nice though.
yeah,
That's where I got Illusion of Gaia.
yeah. I do not know it, bro. They had just got in Mega Man X2 and 3 both in box. Boxes was kind of shitty though, but the fact that they had it was like y'all stop playing, and we had them loose though.
That's way better than us.
Yeah, well, we don't have 3 either, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, look forward to going back. Actually, well, we won't be able to go to the very
July.
next one because July will be the next one that we go to. Also, the flea markets over there was they're pretty cool. Got a copy of Balls for the Super Nintendo.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, but you liked that, didn't you?
yeah, boink.
Darius likes balls.
Yeah, so
You heard it first here.
Darius, what you playing in there?
No,
It's a fighting game.
It's a fighting game.
No, they be moaning.
they
I
over there
heard it.
moaning, talking about suck it, cut it off.
Cut it off. Can't watch Raw.
Granddaddy Ralph let me rent this. He had took me to the video store, and I could have got this on Monopoly. I picked this. Not in my house. You're not gonna be boinking. Good times, good times.
Oh Lord.
No, but that's some pretty cool vendors over there, man. There's some people the way that they have their inventory is a little less care than I would like, or I would have our inventory. But
You just have it strewn about.
bro, like,
Well, it's like that at the mobile flea market.
yeah, I mean, I guess it was only that one guy in particular, that booth that we saw where it was mostly the cartridge games too, but he just had them like just jammed in there. Like, bro, it's Mortal Kombat 3. Like, I know you only selling it for $12, but like, I don't know, man. I just want you to treat them better.
Yeah. Show some respect.
Show some respect, yes. Well, because he had a copy of Hoops I wanted to get, and then I looked at it, and it was all dusty, and it had like crusties on it and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
It's like, at least dust your stuff.
Yeah, bro, it's
Just take
You
a
can dust
over
it when
the
you
top.
buy it.
no,
Take it home and dust it.
no. I want you to do better.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Balls was only $6, so gonna pass that up. It's a clean copy too. Cool.
Is it complete in box?
No, bro, it's loose balls.
Okay.
I did get complete in box Mega Man X collection for PS2.
Really?
Yeah, it's a pretty good condition. Tried to get that Diablo for PlayStation, but he wanted what 80, 100.
For
You
Diablo
went
for
like, like
PlayStation?
90, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 90. Yeah, and
But the cover was fucked up.
it was real bad. It was real bad.
Okay.
And the disc wasn't in like the greatest shape either. And I told him, and he was still, saying whatever he.
How much is it normally?
90.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Clean copy, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a
Weird
store
booth.
One. Yeah, yeah, like I don't know, like John Blaze, FUBU hip hop clothes, and then like a random assortment of games. I think he had like some Jet magazines too. I don't know.
Nice.
They also had barbershops in there.
Oh, yeah, that was weird, but
Yeah,
Barbershop.
kind of cool.
yeah, it was. Yeah, in the flea market they had barbershops.
Oh, you can actually get your hair cut?
Yeah, and they had like a white person barbershop.
And wasn't
And then,
nobody
like,
in there?
No, it was some white people around, a dude in the chair, and they had the black people barbershop. And like you can tell, like one of them, they was like watching like I don't know what's the movie Field of Dreams,
Yeah.
and then in like the black barbershop, they was watching barbershop.
Barbershop.
That sounds about right.
And we got some bomb-ass lemonades.
Oh snaps! Yes, we did.
Like
Like
some what?
some bomb lemonade.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, some strawberry lemonade. With strawberry, right?
It
Strawberry.
was mango with strawberries in it.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Yeah, and they weren't like overly like sugary either. They was just good. And you're gonna need it because it was hot. And your boy had on jeans.
You?
Yeah.
Or you sweating? Sticky.
Percolating.
Anyways,
Late. Cooking.
what we got on the docket today?
We getting back to business. You know what we here for. We got another episode of TimeSplitters on deck.
Part D.
There we go. You know, it's on Decky Matsui.
What?
Okay.
It was a baseball player, Hideki Matsui.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Shut up. I hate y'all so
That's
much.
terrible.
My other friends love shit like that.
That was good, man.
They don't listen to podcasts though. But we'll talk about the second half of the EA history, right? Electronic Arts. We left off. Things were pretty good. Oh, sure. You're right. Before we
We're
get
going
to
to
that,
lead into it.
yeah. Today, this week's game, right? Game of the banger of the week.
God, just pull that out your ass, didn't you?
I did it for Zach. I wanted to pop Zach.
Okay.
I know you smiled a little bit when I said it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna let you talk about this one a little bit
Why?
because we you know I'm gonna talk enough in a little bit.
That's true. You are going to talk a lot. So, the game of the week is Rock Band 2. And, buddy, let me tell you. I know the music genre kind of died. Well, isn't that popular right now?
Yeah, the rhythm gaming.
But when was this? About 10 years ago? Maybe?
No, it was
a
way-
bit, it was
Yeah,
more
it was
than
a little
that.
more
wasn't
than
it?
that.
2008,
About
2007,
15 years ago?
15. Yeah.
That shit was,
It was big.
it was big. And Rock Band 2 is probably, well, for me personally, is the best one out of them. It's the one I played the most.
You can port your songs from Rock Band 1 to Rock Band 2.
Yeah, yeah. And they had so many good songs you can play. being able to play with all your friends. I know us in particular, we did like, what was it, a 50 song set or something like that?
Set.
Whew, so we were done after that.
Songs.
It was like it was an achievement, but it was also like when you do the career mode to like get like the last, like to unlock everything, because you use the career mode to unlock basically more visual stuff for your avatars. So we were trying to unlock everything. Me and Steven and Marquise, we was in there locked in.
You
My
play
boy.
50 songs in a row?
Yeah, it's a whole set list. I mean, you can just press pause if you.
I played in a real band. I think we played like 13 songs, and that was like
It may not be in 50. It was a lot.
No, it was 50.
Was it 50?
It's a video game, bro.
But anyway, it's
Drinking Smirnoff ices and stuff.
I know. I think for you in particular, it opened up a lot of songs you may not have, listened to otherwise that
White
you really
folk
like.
songs.
Yeah, but pretty much. Yeah.
No, it definitely. It gave me some more songs to add to the set list. Go Heat the Camera
by the Strokes.
Yeah, the Strokes, Killers, Blue Oyster Cult. I mean, obviously there were stuff like Carry On My Wayward Son, like stuff that I kind of heard before, or you hear it on like the intro to
you knew of.
what's the show? Supernatural. Yeah, you see it on the intro to that. I mean, that song kind of hits though, and then it's a song.
Only on beginning of the new season.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it definitely gave me another set of songs to like. I even used to have like a CD in my car that was like the rock band's greatest hits, and it was just all the songs from rock band that I liked.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But it was always a good time, and I miss it. I don't want to play it again, but it's so expensive to get back into it if you're trying to get all the peripherals.
Yeah, because we bought the bundle. I think the original bundle was like $150.
Yeah,
and it was drums, guitar, and a mic. And if you had any of the other peripherals, like the Guitar Hero ones, they worked too. So we had enough. Like right there, you got the full band. And after this, I don't know, man. I like games that are centered around like multiplayer. Now it doesn't necessarily have to be couch co-op, but like anything that kind of like incentivizes you all to be together and to play together, not just like we gonna compete because we gonna compete. Because we can compete rock band. We still all trying to see who's going to mess up.
Get the high school. Hey.
I'm stretching, man. You
can't mess up when you singing.
I mean, you really can. But also, that was one of the first games that had the karaoke stuff built in to where it kind of leveled your voice out a little bit. Yeah.
You're doing a good job, man.
I was trying to do my thing. But,
I never played the rock band games.
Why? Because you know how to play a real instrument and you think it's beneath you?
Think you're so fucking cool, Nolan?
I was a Guitar Hero guy, so.
Because you was playing for the difficulty.
We played all the Guitar Hero songs.
The Guitar Hero's good too. It's just I like rock band
games. By the time Rock Band came out, we were kind of
done
with it. But I mean, it's a lot of the same stuff though. Because I remember when the Rock Band was that the first one to have drums? Or did
they did.
Guitar Hero because Harmonix ended up making the Rock Band. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
because they originally made Guitar Hero.
Right. Yep.
And then what happened? Activision.
They wanted to do the band. They wanted to keep it going, basically to make Rock Band.
Yeah.
And Activision was like, "No, we think we should just stick with guitars.
Like, we're making a ton of money doing this. Why do even more?" They was like,
"We'll holler at us."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, because I remember the Harmonix guys went over there and made a new game. Yeah, I never played any of the Rock Band games, so I can't tell you specifically about Rock Band. But I can say that the Guitar Hero and the genre as a whole, like you said, has introduced a lot of music that I probably would never have listened to otherwise. I mean, I already like rock and stuff anyway. But yeah. What song?
Timmy and the Lords of the Underworld?
Is it?
Come on.
Live alive, Timmy.
But yeah, it's funny now. Like whenever I hear "Carry On My Wayward Son," it's like I have to sing along with it now.
Oh, you got to.
I was soaring higher,
but I flew too high.
I remember talking to some of my friends, and they black people. Okay, we generally, we didn't grow up listening to a lot of rock, and then you hear them talking about. He doesn't look a thing like Jesus.
He talks like a gentleman.
It's like, oh yeah, you got bit by the bug. Yeah. No, it.
Music is music,
music
man.
is music,
and that's
man.
That's what I learned when I learned how to play bass.
Black dude
You
playing
would
bass.
play bass, wouldn't you?
Big black dude playing bass too.
Of course, yes. I'm not left-handed. Well, there you go. Yeah. You gotta slap it too. Anyway,
Slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass.
slapping the bass. Yeah. But yeah, though when you start to learn music, you start to appreciate a lot of different types of music. So, and I think that game was the same way. Folks, without even realizing it, it's like, oh, I'm not going to listen to this white stuff or whatever.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
But then it's like, hey, this is actually, if you listen to this is actually like a what's that one thrash metal band that I always tell everybody, actually listen. Don't listen to the screaming guy. Listen to what the instruments are doing. You will be amazed. Mudvayne.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you ever listened to Mudvayne, but anybody out there, aspiring folks on guitar and bass and drums, actually listen to Mudvayne songs. Like, listen to what they're doing. It is amazing.
Mudvayne's got some good songs.
I can't stand a singer. I can't.
Well, the screamer thing, I can only.
Is it like throaty screams or is it like Claudio?
I just don't think he can
like
sing
sing
at all.
screaming.
I mean, I think there's sing screamers and scream screamers, and I don't think he's good at either. Honestly, that's just me. But that bassist and the guitarist, the bassist, and the drummer are amazing. Just seriously,
Let's put
it's
some
like
Mudvayne on the
you
screens,
might
right?
only hear distortion and stuff, but if you actually listen to what they're doing, it's like, how are they doing that? So I just want to throw
They're
that out
professionals.
there. Yeah, they're very So, but yeah.
Also made me appreciate people who could actually play these instruments.
Oh man,
Because it's like, hey man, it's cool that you can click up and down on that guitar thing, or you can, keep the tapping with the drums.
Yeah.
But I've seen like actual drummers play Rock Band, and I'm like, this seems way too easy for you. And they're like, yeah.
Well,
it's either like it's either
not-
way too easy or it's like way too hard because it's like
You can't
It's
imitate.
wrong.
you can't.
playing
Yeah,
it.
it's like it's just wrong.
We had a kid. I was working at GameStop when the games were coming out, and we had a kid that went from Guitar Hero to his mom knew I played guitar, so she asked, and I worked right next to a guitar center, so she wanted to buy her son a guitar, and we were like, I don't know, man. I don't know if you want to spend that much money on something that, he may or may not like based on, how much he plays a game, because playing a real guitar is not like playing a Guitar Hero.
Little
Hero
six
guitar.
string?
Yeah, but so I
Is this the same kid you tripped up?
no.
Okay.
Although it would be funny. You would be about that age at that point. Anyway,
Shit, guys, I
All
gotta go.
coming full circle.
no, but I talked her into actually getting him Rocksmith.
Yeah, I was
that's
going to bring that up.
probably- Yeah.
Rocksmith, I think, had just started coming out around then. So I talked her into getting him Rocksmith, and sure enough, it was a little slow going, but he eventually learned. And every time they would buy a new guitar, they would come over and show me. So I was like,
Nice, that's awesome.
cool. Oh, that's a nice guitar, man. Make sure the fretboard's nice and low. Yeah, the curved one's pretty good too. It was, you got the bird inlays? Awesome. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh man, I didn't know you so into guitars, man.
I'm kind of into guitars, yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
The audio file?
Not really.
Yeah,
No.
you look like one.
I like Ibanez basses best than anything else. I always thought.
You're real particular when you listen to music. It's gotta be just right.
You guys hear how terrible the mixing is on this? Get out.
But anyway, we thought that Rock Band would be a good
Lead in?
to the
Part deux.
beat of the podcast.
Yeah. I think it is. I think it shows where EA has always been as far as trying to get in on the next thing. Because you mentioned Activision had Guitar Hero.
Yep.
And it was huge. And then Harmonix wants to do the full band, and EA and Activision's like, don't mess with success. EA's like, well, we'd love to get into the music gaming genre. And we get to get in with the people who originated the Rock Band. I mean, the Guitar Hero thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So, let me go back to it.
So we left off. We were at what was it? The Alice Madness Returns.
Yeah.
So that was like 2005.
Five.
Okay.
Yeah, we left off on Yeah, 2005 is where we ended.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're got to be around what?
Well, we're gonna start. We're gonna
2007?
start 2006, and we're gonna go through the rest of the decade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now to give kind of a little background on this, so a lot of stuff happens in 2006. One of the biggest things in sports gaming happened. EA got the exclusive rights to the NFL.
Boo.
Ooh, indeed.
Now, for a lot of people, this meant nothing. They were big Madden players. Who cares? Madden keeps coming out.
Yeah.
But there was a growing group of people who, after the Dreamcast, because the Dreamcast introduced the Sega Sports, which turned into 2K Sports,
2K, yeah.
they were this different type of football, very similar but different. And when the 2005 entries hit for both systems, for both companies, a lot of people said that the 2K experience was better.
This was actually better. Yeah.
The other part of that was the 2K ESPN 2K football was $20.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Madden was $49.99.
Man.
No, I think it was 59 at that point.
It was $49
It was 49.
Was it?
when 2005 came out.
Yeah.
They get the license. It's $59.99 now. Now they excuse us by saying these were the next gen versions because it was on the next gen. On the PlayStation 2, it technically was still $49.99. But we going into the next gen. We going into this next phase of gaming, and EA is now seen as the company, or started to be seen as this company that's money hungry.
Oh yes.
They starting to call EA greedy. You cut 2K out because you couldn't handle the competition. You're the big dog buying out the competition now.
Uh-oh.
Now, at the same time, EA is still pushing the envelope with games,
We're
right?
still doing good. Yeah.
So we got some cool stuff coming out, like Mirror's Edge, for example, which was vastly different than pretty much anything that at least I remember being on the market, especially about.
And it looks so good too. Like the graphics wise, especially for that
Yeah.
time.
Well, you still had EA putting money into these smaller dev teams, more focused. You know, they're like, go make something different. You know, this is the challenge everything era. You know, we left away from EA big for some reason, but you know, we'll talk about that.
That's a whole.
Well, we're gonna start to
whole
see a pattern
podcast
at
on
that.
its own.
Yeah, oh, it would be. That's a time splitters. But you have games like Skate, which filled the void post Tony Hawk. So Tony Hawk is moving into this more. Remember, he had the interactive board and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Skate is more realistic. It uses the twin sticks to do tricks and things like that. It's, you know, Skate is a highly revered franchise. One of the only, I would think, skateboarding franchises that could even come close to the Tony Hawk lore.
People still waiting on a sequel.
People, yeah.
I mean, allegedly they're supposed to be.
It was a meme for a long time. I haven't heard anybody ask about it for a while. But
Well, they said it's in development.
Is this supposed to be like a phone game?
No, it's supposed to be free to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we're gonna get to all that. This is the episode for all that.
we'll see.
Okay. We talked about Rock Band earlier. This is when, you know, they get Rock Band. On the PC, they're still pumping out PC Heat.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got Spore, which financially did not do what.
Didn't quite meet expectations.
I was so excited for this game.
Dude,
Really?
Let's talk about it.
Our friend Ronnie. So he was
Shout out to you, my boy.
ready. He wanted this game bad.
He would talk to us about the development site, like the development updates, and tell us about.
Yeah, this got delayed a lot.
It
Yes.
did, yeah. But there's a lot of hype behind it too because of what was the guy's name? The dude who made Sims.
yeah. Oh shoot!
I always call him Maxis, even though that's not his name.
Damn, what is his
dang
name?
it. Oh
I
my
can
God.
picture him in my head.
He
I
hasn't
know.
made anything in forever.
I was gonna say Peter Molyneux, but I know that's not it.
no,
I don't
I
know.
Fable.
used to know. I used
Sid
to know
Meier's?
this guy's name. No,
No. Damn, I gotta look it up.
He
now.
used to be the one that I used to always say he was like the level where if someone knew his name, you knew they knew a little bit more about gaming.
Yeah.
Because you know he wasn't on the
Will Wright.
Will Wright. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wanted to give this game a chance because, you know, I knew he was making it, but this was one of those games I felt like every time I saw it, I was like, does nobody else see this isn't going to be good?
Well, it also had a lot of hype behind it, so you couldn't really,
Oh, it definitely did.
it's kind of hard to live up to it.
Everybody was, yeah.
Well, this is after coming after The Sims.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's the guy that made Sim City, which was like, you know, how many
everything he touches.
100 million copies sold. This is the guy that made Sim City, 100 million copies sold. Shoot. But see, I was also like, yeah, but this is also the same guy that made Sim Ant. Have we all forgot that?
Yeah, you guys weren't ready for that yet, but now y'all ready for it.
Did he make Sim City Enter the Burbs?
No, that's the Sims.
The Sims.
That was
the
the
Burbs.
Sims.
The Herbs, yeah.
The Herbs.
That was EA
Yeah.
big. Getting to play with it. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I know.
It's all connected, man.
Yeah.
But we also start to see EA start to do more of buying other smaller developers. Because before they would, they got, the people that made like Ultima and all of that stuff. Like those were big names, big acquisitions.
Origin, yeah.
Yeah. But now it's like they have companies that make Mass Effect. So then we get Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, please bring back Dragon Age Origins.
No, see, I don't give them credit for Mass Effect Origins. I'm not Mass Effect, sorry. Dragon Age Origins.
But EA
and honestly, and Mass Effect 2, because both of those games were made before
But
EA's influence.
But here's
came
what
in.
it looks like, though.
They came out under it. They came out under EA's name, I know.
So for
But
the average gamer,
that was still
that's
pure
what they think.
BioWare. Thank God.
Untainted BioWare.
Untainted BioWare, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, how far we have fallen.
Yeah, but no, but definitely this game coming out under EA's name was big. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I still consider it the finest Western RPG I have ever played. Period.
It's definitely
it's my favorite.
Yeah,
I'm not even going.
I mean, I absolutely loved this game. It's
definitely the best Dragon Age to me.
yeah, I
light
still
work.
think so.
Like
Yeah.
it's nothing. It's not even nothing against Inquisition.
No.
It's just that
Inquisition is actually a really good game.
Yeah.
If you played 2, if you're like me and you played 2 and you're like, I'm not going to give Inquisition a chance, no, go ahead and try that. But either way, I'm sorry.
yeah. No, it's like for me, I personally, I'm not the biggest like high fantasy, like especially Western high fantasy.
Oh, I am. So
But because like the high fantasy
Give me
stuff
that
I
Lord
really
of the
like
Rings shit, man.
was like
Give it
Final
to me.
Fantasy, and that's not really high fantasy. It's like
I mean,
sometimes
it's
The first one
like the Japanese version of it. yeah.
exactly right. I'm like, that's the only high fantasy I like. But then Dragon Age comes out, and I'm like, oh no, they can do it over here too. Because this is after I played Oblivion, which I didn't really enjoy.
See, I like that. I like that a lot.
You
Too.
didn't like Oblivion?
But I told you why I don't like Oblivion. Why I didn't like it. It's because I leveled up fucking conjuring magic, and I was making lights and butterflies and shit. And I went to a Daedric tunnel, and them dudes had dwarven armor, and they was one hitting me. I was like level 12 in the game, but my reality, my combat ability was pretty low.
Those enemies leveling up with you, they can mess you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got Dragon Age Origins. We also had them acquire Visceral Games, and they made Dead Space. And now this is EA getting into even a different genre that they hadn't really ventured into, the survival horror stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's like maybe they still kind of know what to do with getting these smaller organizations, bringing these other different developers in and giving them, because the thing is, people want to be a part of EA because you get access to the resources.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
it seems like a great idea. A company that's just going to give us money to do what we want.
They're just going to take some of the sales. That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
People do it all the time.
I mean, that's how the industry works.
It is.
how it works, yeah.
Publishers take a certain amount to make sure you got the
I
money.
mean, they're the ones that take all the risk. To be fair, too.
Up front.
Yeah, they do all the investing.
They do all the upfront costs. They pay to get the disc printed.
Pay for advertising.
Yeah, all that stuff. So
And EA they traditionally have deep pockets.
Yep.
And it's going pretty good. Like, so over this time frame, right? If we're looking at 06 and we're going 06 to after 05 to almost 2010, basically. Mm-hmm. This is where you can start tracking the revenue as well. So 2005, 3.1 billion, 2006, 2.9, 2007, 3 billion, 2008. Now you can start to notice some stuff coming out. This is when the acquisitions start hitting. Mm-hmm. 2008, 3.6, 2009, 4.2.
God.
yeah,
A little Dragon Age action right there for you.
Dragon Age and Mass Effect 2.
Yep.
Yep.
Then as we go into the later years, it's pretty much going to do kind of the same thing. You'll see a spike, but they're going to hover around 3.5, 3.6.
Hey,
A year.
You can do a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's going to have a crazy spike, which we gonna talk about what that is about too, and we already know. Mm-hmm. But look, this year, I mean, at the end of 2009, they also released Sims 3.
Yeah, a lot of hype behind that one too.
Now, this game will be the source of a lot of money,
Yeah.
but also a lot of scrutiny.
This is kind of where it starts.
This is where it starts.
Now, what you talk? So what's starting, Nola?
What's the diplomatic way of putting this?
No diplomatic way. Give it to us straight.
Give it to it because we raw.
This is around the time where they start going, how can we nickel and dime everybody as much as humanly
How can
possible?
we fork everybody?
Because they kind of already did it with The Sims 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But The Sims 3
With all the expansions?
was blatant.
Oh yeah, it was
Because they started taking stuff that was in the original games and just
Made a
like,
DLC.
oh, we're going to make it a DLC to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
What? What the hell?
Well, I think part of it is too is like who are the biggest marks? It's not the people that's going to be on forums yelling and all of that. Like they still going to spend money, but they
Casual gamer.
because they don't know that this isn't normal.
Yeah.
right.
These people that play, they realize that the Sims audience is its own audience.
Yeah. Especially with The Sims 3 being out on consoles and stuff.
Yes.
That was the first one
There's
out on
some people
consoles
that
as well.
that's what they play is Sims, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
They don't even know that this isn't normal.
Right.
PC games have always had expansions, right? So what's
Yeah.
different about this?
Well, this was also the time when DLC started, like DLC kind of became a thing. Because in PC, expansions was always like, it was just that an expansion. A lot of times it felt like a whole new game, but it was always like an
add-on.
An add-on, but it was like an additional part of the game that came years after the game came out, and it was something different, something new. DLC starting with horse armor.
Hey, I'll just stop hating on that horse armor.
Hey,
okay?
it was the first DLC, but that kind of set the pace for everything. And EA kind of became one of the worst. I won't even say they were the worst actor in it, but they were definitely called out on it the most for. I forgot what games it was, but
Extreme highs gave way to extreme lows.
Yeah,
you pay like $20-$30 just for like more stuff for your house.
Yeah,
like
new designs
just
for
new designs
new
for your
wardrobe, new items. Like, oh, we got new lamps.
like new.
We aren't even talking about being
new
able
appliances.
to go downtown and stuff like that yet.
Yeah,
We're,
that's-
hey,
we're talking
buddy.
about being able to get a new couch.
Yeah.
Hold off on going down. That's a primo expansion.
Okay, that's gonna be like $40.
No, that's a $60
$60
expansion.
$60 expansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an expansion. This other stuff is DLC.
Uh-huh.
See the difference? See how that's different?
But it became clear that everybody started getting the feeling, at least, that video game companies, especially EA, was holding stuff back from games in order to sell it to you piecemeal after the fact.
Right.
And EA did feel like the worst one with this stuff, really starting with The Sims 3.
Let's go to the next one.
Next slide, please.
Because this era that we're about to talk about is where they become one of the most profitable companies,
Yep.
but also literally voted consecutive winners
That's the worst
of
company.
the worst company in America.
Yep.
So this is, think about what we got coming out during this time, man.
Now, yeah, I mean, if you look at the games up there, it's kind of crazy.
It's extreme highs and some extreme lows. Like, on one hand, they come out with Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 2.
Okay. In that same year, Bad Company 2. This 2010. Dante's Inferno. Medal of Honor reboot. Skate
Which was actually
3.
pretty good, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Medal of Honor was hitting. I don't care what nobody
it
said.
was actually
I saw
pretty good.
Travis die 98 times in one match trying to go up this hill. Him. Bro, we were like, Travis, just spawn on us. No, dude, I got to get him.
I got to.
98 deaths.
That dude was racking up.
Bro, he caused so many bonuses for his team. Bro, they had FMJ ammo the entire match.
Shredding my team.
Mowing us down, bro. Oh my god. Like, you got Skate 3, which was the last Skate entry. And again, one of the best skateboarding games just in skateboarding. I'm talking about next to Skate or Die, next to Thug 2, all of that. But then we got, and also they started investing in some smaller companies as well. I forgot that they were the ones that published Shank.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
Shank.
you know
I
Shank?
remember Shank. Yeah.
Like a little Metroidvania type game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Got all about that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not as good as Shadow Complex, but
No,
I mean,
but it's still pretty good.
yeah, you can't beat Shadow Complex. But then we also got some lows. 2011, they officially launched the Origin service, Steven's favorite online service.
Hey, Origin can go suck every dick in existence.
That includes your dick.
That includes mine too. So
Get the suck.
go on ahead.
Oh my God.
Origins has been a recurring thorn in all of our sides.
Yep.
It's been so nasty.
It was so bad.
It's just just god awful.
I mean, we had to deal with Origins probably a lot more than most people. But my gosh, it's just awful.
What the CEO came out when they said they were going to come up with something. They were going to improve the experience, and they were going to come up with something that's made for gamers. The guy said,
Yep.
Which prompts the response. Who did you make it for before?
Exactly.
It's like, well, who did you make this for before?
Consumers. All consumers. EA also we talked about them eventually getting voted worst company in the US. That's 2012, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
But they became like one of the first companies that started being infamous with like bad things happening.
Yeah.
With development,
Yeah.
leaks started coming out about how bad stuff was. One thing in particular that put them on the map is something we call Jesus Bynum.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And let me
Classic glitch.
let me tell you the legend of Jesus Bynum. So the live series, NBA Live, had been coming out. Now remember, EA took the NFL license from 2K. So 2K focuses all their energy into the NBA 2K franchise. And it starts crushing NBA Live. Like Live 06, Live 07, like it was not close. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care where you from. If you was in the hood, nobody's fucking with Live. Okay? Can't play no defense. Like everybody's shooting 3-pointers from half court. Like it's even on Hall of Fame, it became like just such a gimmicky game. Everybody's sliding like you playing NHL.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hockey game.
Nobody's ever running on the court. They're running on the surface above the court. So they said they're gonna step up their game with the 2011 edition, which comes out in 2010, right? Called NBA Elite. They put Kevin Durant, young upstart, and they released a demo because every year 2K will come out with the combine or something to get you ready for 2K. Yeah. So they're gonna release a demo for NBA Elite. And in the video uploaded by the original Hard 8 Times, he's playing the demo, and Andrew Bynum for the Los Angeles Lakers, goes into the T-pose at half court. And I'm going to quote Hard 8. Okay, so if you offended by certain language, ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. He says, and I quote, "This nigga standing in the middle of the court like he Jesus." And then he tries to pass him the ball, which immediately just calls dead ball. The game don't even know what to do. They're like, nah, it's the other team ball down. And this is like one of the first times we remember, like I remember something going viral. It's like something from gaming going viral. And all of a sudden you start hearing about this stuff on like come on, man. I'm trying to get through.
Oh shit.
But this video goes viral in a way that we hadn't seen like in gaming for real. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden we're working at GameStop. The game is in the back. It is ready to be sold on that Tuesday. We get an email like, box that shit up.
Send it back.
Send it back. And EA saying like, no, we have a day one patch. It's going to be fine. Then we start getting the order to pack it up. And that game does not come out officially.
Yeah, I remember.
And the live franchise gets canceled indefinitely.
Yeah, for a few years, right?
Yeah.
Quite a few years.
Yeah.
And it's like, but at the same time, EA is having all the success. It is wild how successful and how bad they are at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's happening simultaneously. On one hand, you got a game having to be taken off because it's so bad. It can't play. It's unfinished.
Fortunately, that's one of the bad things about being so big and having your hands in so many different things.
Yeah.
Sometimes the quality can.
And they had a lot of internal things going on at the time too, because what was the CEO, John Riccatello, I think? He was the one that started buying up a lot of the smaller companies. And basically he was taking these companies but using them as like support developers for other games and stuff, not really letting them do what they do. So when the new CEO moved in, I forgot who the next guy was after that, he decided no, we're gonna divide everybody off into little blocks, and each block is gonna have a developer, and these developers are gonna go, do what they do. But a lot of times in that interim, those developers, folks that work for them, have moved either to different parts of EA or just don't work at those companies anymore. So the developers that were, kind of the hot things when they bought them, 3, 4, 5 years ago, are just kind of a shell of what they used to be. And now they got saying, well, I guess we're supposed to make a game now. I don't know how to do that.
How do we do that? Yeah. How do we start?
So there was a lot of that
I know
going
how to
on
fix
too.
stuff, or like if you tell me to take this character you drew and make him into the game.
Yeah, I can do that, but I don't know how do I start.
Like what? But what are we doing and why are we doing?
Yeah,
what's the motivation?
There was a lot of that going on at the time too. So
The fuck?
Keep going.
yeah. So yeah, there was. So EA had a lot going on at the time, and they had ballooned up so big because you remember they bought all the
So they bought PopCap Games.
Yeah.
Which people are like, who's that? Well, first of all, they own the Bejeweled franchise, which people don't realize has been consistently one of EA's biggest money makers.
Oh, boy, that's what the money is.
That's where,
They also got a small franchise called Plants vs. Zombies as part of that.
Yep.
Which, as mobile gaming was taking off, as a person who played a lot, like people was playing Angry Birds, I was playing Plants vs. Zombies. Like,
I was an Angry Birds guy.
Yeah, I bet. He was out here flicking.
You like to flick it, don't
he
you?
likes to flick.
Sure.
Pick and flick adventure.
Booger Man's gonna be the next
Time Crisis. If we get a copy of Booger Man, I'm taking it. Like I got to get that about you. That's like where Booger Man, Brutal, Paws of Fury.
Okay,
Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Wildcats. Yeah. Jim Lee's Wildcats. Got to get that.
Wildcats.
I don't know if I ever saw the show. I used to read the comic though.
Show was great.
Yes.
The game was good, but it wasn't two players.
Yeah, it was a beat 'em up that was single player.
Yeah.
It was stupid. Sabotaged themselves.
Wildcats.
Unless you're gonna be like Mutant Apocalypse good, you can't be a beat 'em up and be single player.
Yeah, I remember that game now. Yeah, I remember.
I had that game.
Jim Lee's Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Don't. But back to EA. All right, so yeah, they're buying all these companies, and they bought Crytek, which was pushing PC graphics.
Yeah,
with the Crytek engine or the Crysis engine.
Crytek engine.
Crytek engine.
I think it was Crysis at first, and then they just eventually started calling it Crytek. Yeah.
So they are, again, in one hand, they are doing all of these like phenomenal things as a publisher, and in some cases a developer. We got Bad Company 2, we got Bad Company 3. I mean, Battlefield 3.
Battlefield 3. Yeah.
Operation Metro, baby. You ain't making out of the tunnels. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right, because I'm gonna be laying in the ceiling with the light machine gun and the ammo pack, giving it out. Oh man, Battlefield 3, like Bad Company was incredible because of the destruction and just overall gameplay.
Yeah,
Battlefield 3 was like,
but Battlefield 3 was
my goodness.
That was the last great Battlefield.
And this was the time I give Zach a lot of credit back then because he was the first person. We talked about me making fun of you for being an audiophile. I thought Zach was at first because he had the Triton headset, and I used to be like, bro, that big ugly shit ain't doing nothing special. My damn Xbox Live headset that plug into my controller
I can
doing the
hear
same thing.
everything.
And then he was like, no, it ain't. Put it on, and I did, and I heard it, and I was like, he ain't even playing the same game we playing. Because he would tell me like, hey man, they OTR left. I'm like, fuck it. He got lucky. He guessed. No, he heard it. And Battlefield 3, buddy, that shit sounded like you were part of one of the greatest battles of infantry ever. Mm-hmm. It's so many noises and people talking.
No,
I'm getting fucked up over here.
Oh shit, man.
No, EA has always, there's one thing they always had sound. They've always had on-point
audio.
sound. Yep.
Yeah, throughout their whole history. That's like the thing that they can lean on.
Yep.
So, and it's just
Cannot take that away.
in that locker room, buddy, talking about with that AA-12, poop, poop, poop,
Gosh,
poop,
man,
poop, poop.
I want to play it now.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I see this game, I'm like, no, this still looks fantastic. Like I would play it if it was still, like that. But
Hey, man, I mean, they got a Battlefield you can play.
we ain't there yet. Okay.
Okay,
we're gonna get there. Oh, buddy, we gonna get there. But yeah, and then as we end up closing out this era, right? 2012, 2013, they become rated the worst company as voted by consumers. This wasn't just like a weird panel. This is like people going and voting on the worst company in America. Yep. We talking about the same time where Time Warner be doing some nasty stuff.
Yes.
So they were doing some super nasty stuff in the local cable markets, like in real life, like charging people exorbitant prices for packages and also gouging the channel providers. Like he was gouging both sides. And you still had people saying like, no, it's EA, man. And one of the things we talked about DLC earlier is we go into Dead Space 3. 2012, Dead Space 3 comes out.
Yeah.
And EA had this idea. First of all, we're starting to see more leaks come out as far as what's happening internally with development processes. Dead Space 3 doomed from the start. If you listen to what the developers were saying internally, the things that were coming out was like EA has a version of the game in their mind that doesn't line up with anything with the Dead Space franchise. They had already made them put multiplayer in Dead Space 2, which they were really against. But in Dead Space 3, the team wanted to come up with this idea of Isaac losing his mind. And he wanted to have good Isaac and bad Isaac. But it was going to be a 2-player game where one person controlled one side of it, the other person controlled the other. And there was still going to be a linear story, but they were going to show you how like he's fighting with himself and he's surviving in spite of this. EA says, nah, fuck all that. Make it 2 players, make it co-op, because Resident Evil 5 just did fucking gangbusters, and we're not losing out on that money again. This is our Resident Evil, right?
Exactly.
Okay, we need 2-player Resident Evil. We're gonna give them 2-player Resident Evil, but also, hey guys, so the loot system is pretty cool. You know, you destroy boxes, you loot stuff, you kill enemies, and we want to do this weapon building system, and that sounds pretty cool. Build your own weapons. Now, the players will use the loot they find to make their weapons. And obviously, there's going to be some RNG involved. Some loot is worth more valuable, things like that. But what if we gave the players the ability to buy the loot?
Yeah, you know.
Just $1 here, 50 cents there. You want a certain item?
Nothing much. Not a lot.
No. But also, turn down the RNG so that they don't get these items often.
Oh, so there's the grease.
Yeah, so now we start doing this. And players noticed it immediately.
Yeah.
And they were calling out EA saying like, hey, man, you're trying to make it to where I have to buy my way to be able to beat this game. Otherwise, I'm literally not getting the things I need to complete your game. To the point where people were beating the game on easy, then jumping into somebody else's game and giving them the supplies.
Nice.
Just to be like, okay, yeah, if you play it on any mode besides easy, you're not getting drops. But now we can just give the items out. So again, 2 years straight. America's Worst Company.
Yeah.
What do y'all remember from this time?
Oh, well, Mass Effect 2, obviously. That's probably the biggest thing.
I mean, yeah.
And then I did play a little bit of Battlefield.
Me is Dead Space 3, man. I loved the first. I don't play scary games.
No, you're
but
not.
I loved Dead Space, and I love Dead Space 2. And I was so looking forward to Dead Space 3. Me and Ryan actually played it together.
Shout out Big Ryan.
We played it for about an hour, I think. And we're like, nah.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah, this isn't it for me.
Play some League?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we played that.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing I remember from that time, was playing League.
Yeah,
we were having the League this time.
But yeah, no, I'm like you, Zach. I gameflied Dead Space 3. Because I was talking to Kennard. I'm like, yo, you want to play Dead Space? Like, it's multiplayer. He's like, yeah, we can run that. And I get it. He like, do you like, should I get it? And I'm like, I would hold off because it is back in the envelope and it is in the mail back to Gamefly. So
Damn.
it just, man, you start playing it, man, it just did not.
It's not the same.
No.
It is not the same.
And I was looking forward to the idea of not only just having another person in the game, but the idea of like, what kind of puzzles would they put in this? Because Dead Space had good puzzles.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. It was like, you had to use your abilities to figure out where to go, how to get stuff open. Like, you had to do a lot of little neat stuff. The game did a good job of like showing you and demonstrating, and then you go off and do it. It's like, oh man, think about what they can do with 2 people. Nothing. Just
kind of wasted opportunity.
Yes. And that's going to be what we're going to start to see, is that as successful as they are, they will start just
sabotaging their own selves.
It just seems like either somebody's purposely sabotaging them, or they're literally choosing the wrong path to take these franchises down. And there's always a way they could have went, and it's like, yeah, but we're gonna do the other thing, in spite of what everybody else is saying not to do, or just outright deceive the public.
Yeah.
There'll be some deception.
A little.
All right, so this is the end of 2013, right?
Yep. So we coming up into 2014. Yep. Now you start to see the end of a lot of things.
What's this, 2014?
This is 2014. So you got the end of a lot of things going all the way into the end of the decade.
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
the whole day. Okay.
This is the whole shebang right here.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
So-
about to say.
As people start to look at EA sideways, things are happening outside of video games that are affecting EA's bottom line. So with NCAA football, we had a series that has started to become like as legendary as the Madden series, right? College football is exploding. Like it's already always been popular, but now it's getting to like this game has become its own community.
Yep.
It's separate from Madden. It's a football game that is in some cases might even be bigger than Madden in the US at least.
Yeah.
And they lose the ability to make the game. There was a name, image, and likeness lawsuit headed by Ed O'Bannon. It was basically like, hey, you got these Heisman moments and all this stuff. You talking about us. Now, I know you can't play college players, but what about the people who ain't in college no more? You're not giving them any money either. EA ends up settling, but basically part of the settlement was we're not doing NCAA football anymore because we don't want to pay what it's going to require to keep the franchise. Yeah, that's in their words. Basically, it wasn't worth it, or at least trying to sort out who would get paid and how much and all of that wasn't worth it.
It does sound like a super big headache.
Yeah.
Because there's not, like, in the NFL, so there's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
In the NFL, there's the NFLPA, which is the NFL Players Association.
Mm-hmm.
And they can just pay that and they get access to everybody.
Yep.
They don't have to go and pay each individual player. So with the NCAA, there's not really a governing body. There's NCAA, sure.
But yeah, no,
But that place is, that company or whatever you want to call it is fucked up and corrupted as it is.
And also, they don't really have any. They have as much authority as the schools allow them to have.
Right. They're not like an actual governing body.
Yeah.
They're just
They work. They're supposed to work with
the schools. Yeah.
to ensure that amateurism exists. The problem is all this money's around this sport that's clearly past the level of amateurism.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much money involved. Even before we get to where we are now, where the players can make money off their name, image, and likeness.
Yeah, this is a time where they couldn't do that at all. Like,
Exactly.
you would get expelled.
Exactly.
If you did.
Reggie
make it.
Bush lost his Heisman to this bullshit.
But he got it back.
He got it though, didn't
Hey, if I was him, I'd be like, fuck y'all.
It took like 10 plus years to get it back,
Yeah.
but yeah, he got it back eventually.
But yeah, they erasing people out the record books, all that stuff, for getting extra ham sandwiches out of the lunch line.
he? Can you get a ham sandwich?
Nah, bro, you a student athlete. You can only eat between these hours.
Better
The
pay
fuck?
for those crab legs.
I mean, hey,
I mean, but that was from a grocery store.
Yeah, he went to
and
the
he
Kroger.
didn't ask about that. He just did it.
I forgot about
hey,
that.
I don't get got. I go get.
I go get.
Eating them W's.
Yeah, I'm eat that W. Tastes good, don't it? He also got suspended for a quarter for yelling out "fucker right in the pussy" during a news broadcast.
Come on, man.
They tried to suspend him for the game, and they ran the first series. Dude threw an interception. They was like, "All right, look,
Bro, you fucking up, okay? Like,
but you got to get in there."
Yeah.
Hey, say you sorry. You sorry, right? All right, get in there. National championship. So they lose this franchise, and again, people are looking at EA like, "Hey, man, are you just that terrible of a company? Like, what is happening?" But they also have a lot of wins. Like, they get the UFC license. There's no more Fight Night. Champions was the last one. So now they got the UFC license. Now they got another combat sport that they can sell. And unlike boxing, where, to Zach's point about having to pay individual people, now you pay one company. You pay the UFC. They ain't paying their fighters shit.
nice and clean.
And you ain't got to pay them shit. We also started to get different franchises that they get access to, like the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
And they got big plans for it, right?
Duel of the Fates.
Do they?
They gave the big plans for something. Now, some people said that they just wanted a continuation of the Battlefront series as it was. But EA's not really like that, as we've seen. They do want to put, and more so now in this era than previous eras of EA, they want you to know it's them. They got to put their stamp on
Oh,
it.
it's got to have that EA look in.
Yeah. Which, to a degree, I mean, hey, The sound sounds way better, right, than some of the previous Star Wars games.
I mean,
maybe not the Rogue Squadrons, but that's a high bar.
Bring back Rogue Squadron.
No,
yeah, seriously.
you get Squadrons. That's all you getting.
No.
So
bring that back again. Shoot,
Oh, there you go.
love that game.
But also, we start to see some chinks in the armor, though, right? Because EA comes out with the Battlefront series, and the first one is, received.
Yeah, I didn't.
There's a mediocre reaction to it.
There was no space battles.
There was
They took the star out of my Star Wars.
it's just wars.
It's just wars, exactly.
I play Battlefield for this.
Exactly.
But then but look, man, we got the return of NBA Live and NBA Live 14. They brought it back.
So it was like 2 or 3 years it was going?
4 years.
Yeah, I was about to say it was a little
2010 till 2014.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But then you also have the fact that this is not a long-lived return
No.
because 2K is crushing it.
I mean,
Crushing it to this day.
They also started to introduce something in their soccer games, or football, as it's known across the world.
Football.
Ultimate Team.
Ultimate Team.
Gosh.
And at first, it seems like a cool idea. You get to make your team full of all the players who are associated with the FIFA franchise.
Okay.
Old and new. They had something similar to this when they were doing the NCAAs with the Heisman moments. You get to play with these people from the past, teams from the past. But now you're doing a mix. Real live, current roster players, legends, Pele. That's the one I could pull out my hat. What is it? Maradona. You know what I'm saying? Like you could play with them. But you got to draft them. And how do you draft them?
Loot boxes.
You got to open them packs, baby.
Yeah.
Loot packs.
So we start to see, again, the greasiness starting to rear its head. Now, loot boxes were not originated by EA. They've been something that have been in multiple different games, online games, MMOs, single player game, multitude of games have had them.
Mm-hmm.
But they took them to the next level.
They took it to the next level.
That's what EA does, man.
What?
Take it to the next level.
Sometimes taking it to the next level can be great.
Challenge everything.
Challenge everything.
EA
people-
big.
People's wallets.
You gotta make
Challenge.
them big.
Yeah.
The price points, I mean.
I mean, the concept of being able to get this ultimate team is great. But one thing that they don't mention is that every year a new FIFA comes out. And what happens to your ultimate team every year?
Fucking
Gotta start over.
Start over, baby.
They start implementing this into Madden.
Brand new.
And it's like, on one hand, money is just, falling in.
But you know what? Also, I can't fully put the blame on EA for this. Because if people wasn't fucking stupid and still buying the shit year after year after year, they probably stopped doing it.
Sports games have been yearly entries. That's kind of the thing.
No. I'm talking about the Ultimate Teams.
The Ultimate
yeah.
Team stuff, yeah.
Well, it's nasty because they do these versions where you get so many packs to start.
All right.
Like you buy the Dobo edition of it, you get like 40 packs.
Might as well.
You might going to get something good.
Got to.
Be like Zach, get 100,000 Vince Carter coins because he got the Kobe edition of 2K. I got 12,000 to start.
You can't even buy the tattoos with that, man.
No, you can't.
You get like one.
You can get like the tribal band, like the Goldberg band across your
There
bicep.
you go. That's a good start on.
But they still trying to put out stuff, right? We get the creation of Titanfall,
Right.
Respawn Entertainment,
Legendary game.
Yeah, but they did the whole online only thing.
Talk to him, Nolan. People forget this.
I wanted to love this game, and in some ways, I still did. Like
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, first person
But-
shooter mix.
Yeah, I mean everything I wanted, but
It's like a home run.
yeah, but it's like everything is connected online because this is around the time where game companies are trying to find ways to keep folks from trading their games in and stuff. And the best way to do that was online components to games. But so this game was originally being developed because this is when Vince Zampella and his team from the Infinity Ward come over to EA from Activision. And this was their first game for them, right?
Yeah,
Titanfall.
Respawn. This is their first game.
Yeah, Respawn. And it's like, oh, this is going to be great. You know, the shooting's going to be on point. It's going to have mechs in it and all kinds of different mobility options with the running and the jetpacks and the wall climbing and all that stuff. Is going to be awesome. Yeah, and this is I've said this before, but this is around the era where it seemed like EA would check in on their games and go, oh man, looks like you got a great game. You got a great game going right there. Hold on a second. Oh, let me take this dump on it real quick. There you go. Put that out.
Make sure the dump is in the CD case.
Yeah. And that to me, this was like the prime example of it that finally hit me hard because everything was online with it.
Yep.
You had to, if you were trying to play the story mode online, multiplayer mode online, everything had to be online. Here's the dumb part. So, I played through one story. Like when I first got the game, and then I started playing multiplayer a lot.
Yep.
Well, you know, concurrent players, of course, over time start going down. By the time I went to go try to see the other side story in the story mode, not enough folks were playing the game. And if you jump in there and you couldn't have enough players to field both teams in the game, you couldn't play the story.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was connected.
Because it had to be 2 full teams, and I think the story was like, what, eight or 10 missions or something like that?
Yeah.
But there was a different story depending on which side you were on. And yeah, there wasn't even enough. And this is only like maybe 2-3 months after the game came out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there wasn't
the
enough
drop-off
folks.
was fast
Was
for this.
fast, yeah. And there wasn't enough folks playing to field full teams on both sides, and especially if you were like in the middle of the story and other folks were still in the like the first part. But either way, it was just a dumb idea, and it really hurt this game, which was a great game, but it's like freaking EA, man. This game is what made me start hating them.
Does this pretty much sum up the whole podcast episode? Freaking EA, man.
There's gonna be a lot of that.
But I'm glad you mentioned this as being your like this is when they broke your heart type of thing.
Yeah.
For me, y'all know what game I'm gonna talk about. It ain't the one you might be thinking, but it is one. It's gonna be Battlefield Hardline.
Oh,
Hardline, really? Okay.
So
That should
I'm
be
riding
nice to
high on Battlefield 3. Like literally every day I get home from work or whatever it is. Battlefield, baby. If I'm not playing a single player game, I'm playing Battlefield. And
which, by the way, I hated it when they started adding a single player game to Battlefield. Nobody asked for that anyway.
yeah, that was weird. But so Battlefield 3, we running, we doing it. It's great. It's like, you know, this is amazing. And they're like, yeah, we got this concept for this different game called Hardline. And I'm like, okay, what we doing on this? Well, each of the missions is gonna be like cops and robbers. And I'm like, okay. So like, but what's the attack and defend? Well, we don't really have attack and defend. We have like get the money and then take the money, and you got to try to score as much money as you can. And then the cops, they got to stop you from trying to score the money. Okay. Yeah, and we got like vehicles, but not like nothing like Battlefield where you got like all the cool jets and all that shit. No, we got like vans.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the police got like a van with like a gun on it.
That don't sound as cool.
No, it does. Think about it. Like, think about
it.
Like, first of all, you guys like that Payday game. Yeah, we playing that. We see the numbers. Y'all play that shit sometime. So
you specifically?
So we gonna make this game, and it's gonna be real cool, man. It's Battlefield, but it's a different theme. You know, GTA. Y'all like that shit?
Yep.
I want that to be the pitch. Y'all like that shit,
bro? And they had a beta for this game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, Battlefield Hardline beta this weekend, all that stuff. Like, this is gonna be crazy. Because the last time I played a Battlefield beta was Battlefield 3, and it was Operation Metro. And the game came out, and we were still playing Operation Metro. This was not it, man. The zip, like, one of the big things was, we got zip lines now.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, the zip line don't matter. If you're on the zip line, you getting sniped off the building anyway.
You know, it's like the second time they use like traversal as a selling point, and then you actually get the game, and
it's not what they.
No,
They'll do this again later in a few years. On another Battlefield game.
Don't worry about that.
I still argue this game would have been better had it been a Need for Speed.
Cool. And not have Battlefields.
Yeah. Just imagine if this was Need for Speed and it was like,
They added shooting to Need for Speed.
Yeah, and like,
I mean, that's just Wheelman, though. Nobody ever
Porsches and stuff like that. And,
because Vin
and now
Diesel was on
when you're escaping from the cops, it turns into Need for Speed. Hot Pursuit.
Cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, that's what this game should have been. I've always said I think it would have been more well received as a Need for Speed where you get out the car and do stuff.
Yeah, because there's like what happened to the big scale battles.
Yeah, because
the things that make Battlefield
as a Battlefield game is kind of scaled down.
Exactly,
it's a scaled down Battlefield.
Well,
if this was a Need for Speed, it'd be a scaled up Need for Speed.
He's destroying the road debris.
Rob.
Ain't that what y'all do in Battlefield?
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, we destroy road debris.
Sure. And drive at 2 miles an hour, apparently.
Bro, it like everything.
His speedometer says 80.
80 kilometers. That's faster than miles per hour.
It's actually faster.
Hey, I used to turn on Top Gear for the Super Nintendo.
80 kilometers isn't faster than 80 miles per hour.
Yes, it is, because I used to turn it on Top Gear from miles per hour to kilometers, and it'd be like, oh, now the cars go like 240.
Yeah, the kilometers are going to be always going to be higher numbers.
Yeah, they're shorter than miles.
Yeah, so 80 kilometers is going to be like 50 miles per hour.
Yeah. It's higher.
Oh, so it's like
it's higher than miles per hour.
Yeah,
the number itself is higher than miles per hour.
The actual distance is the same distance.
Because kilometer is smaller than a mile.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's your math lesson.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not here to learn.
Especially not about no damn British system.
Kilometers. I learned.
Well, yeah.
How many kilos made us have you run today, mate?
All right.
Anyway.
Or you sound like D trying to do it.
Please don't do that.
God damn you. But yeah, so that was my heartbreaking game because I'm like, what is Battlefield doing? Like, why are we doing this? Why are you EAing your game? Like Nolan said, hey man, is a franchise you like? That game look good, don't it? How about hey, for me to poop on.
For me to poop on.
And then we got to talk about Mass Effect Andromeda. Now,
I mean, can we talk about Mass Effect 3 first, real quick?
Yeah, we.
We skipped over it.
Because
they was the worst company. I felt like we all understood that them getting voted the worst company in America was partly.
I think we skipped a game that broke my heart too.
It was that
Dragon Age 2.
Oh, I didn't even put it on the list.
Let's talk about both of those.
I took off the list.
Yeah,
let's call this portion
real quick.
What EA did to BioWare, which is going to lead us into another game. That's going to be the cherry on top.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You want to start with Mass Effect 2 first?
3.
Or I mean,
but
Dragon Age.
like you said last
Dragon
week,
Age, yeah.
Mass Effect 3, 97% of that game was
fantastic.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's just the last 3.
There was two things about that game. It was the end of it, but it was also EA's greasiness with the multiplayer and being like,
I never touched it.
That was a big deal.
They told us that you didn't need to do it. And then when you play the game, originally, you find out, oh no, you kind of have to do it.
You do have to do it. They said specific because folks asked them because they start talking about the
multiplayer,
the galactic readiness, and it was like, well, you're not going to hide any of that in like multiplayer or in different parts of the game or something. We got to buy it in order to get the best thing or something. No. You won't have to do any of the extra stuff. You can just play the game and always get the endings. And clearly, when the game first came out, oh no, you have to play multiplayer.
Yeah,
you weren't getting enough score without playing multiplayer. So that was a straight out lie. There was a lot of turnover inside the company itself because the original founders of BioWare ended up leaving before the game came out.
Adios.
Which was my first kind of inkling that
something's going down over there.
Something might be up.
And again, a lot of information was starting to be available more so than we had normally had access to in gaming. So now all of a sudden it's on like, and I know it's going to make us sound old and washed, but like if you were on any sort of forums or message boards or like early versions of IGN and stuff like that, when they would have an article about what was going on for the development of Mass Effect 3, and they would have these leaks, you know, back when people was on Kotaku and all this stuff, it would be like, oh, we heard, oh, look, the 2 founders of BioWare gone.
I was stunned when I read that. When I got home from work and read that headline, I was like, what?
We're in mid development of the biggest game that EA has come out with in at least 15 years. Like, there was nothing that they had that much hype ever.
They didn't bring the guy that wrote 1 and 2 back, which that killed me, because that guy, you know, he played the first 2 games, so he didn't get to finish his story either.
Exactly.
He actually ended up telling everybody what his story was going to be, at least the broad strokes of it. What was it, in the middle of the game? You were basically going to get an option to either destroy the Reapers or listen to them.
And figure out the real threat.
Because, it turned out that there was something in dark space that was worse than them. And
that's what they were collecting. If they were trying to figure out if they could get a version.
They would always take the highest. They would always take the highest, whatever species or whatever, was to build up their army for when this other threat came in. So they kept trying to force everybody to advance more and more and more and more. And when they got to humans, I guess they figured that was going to be the highest one or whatever. And then, so if you decided not to go with them, the game ended there. Game was over. You won, but then the other threat came and everybody died. If you chose to do with them, you would get the rest of the story and find out that they were.
Because there was a big thing about, so like the thing, and the reason why this made a lot of people upset was, to your point, Nolan, in the first 2 games, if you're listening to a lot of the side stuff, they keep talking about dark space. They like, you got to use the Mass Effect relays because you don't really know what's out there. And then we got introduced to the Batarians and what was the other ones in Mass Effect 2? The Vulcan, not Vulcan. Was it Vulcans?
The little ones, or
no, the spiky Baraka looking dudes. Batarians was the multi-eye ones.
I thought that was the Batarians.
No. Batarians are the multi-eye dudes. The green dudes that was like the Blue Suns and stuff. But you know what I'm talking about? Like they're like almost like people. The Baraka looking people. Yeah. They're all like white.
Yeah.
Those people were originally supposed to be in dark space. And that was the end of the Mass Effect 1 was the Batarians showed up, and it's like, bro, we ain't seen no Batarians in a while. They had been, so like, what did they see out there that made them come back? And then you find out, like you said, so everybody, like, we're getting excited for 3 because I'm thinking, we finna really find out like what's back there. Like we beat a Reaper, so now we got to find out, like, and then you had the was Operation Leviathan. That was like, hey man, and in that DLC it was like, Reapers are kind of some dicks, but also like there's a reason why we doing it. Like I ain't really get down with it, but I get it. But I just kind of like went and did my own thing. But like they ain't really wrong in what they trying to do. They just going about it the wrong way. And so we think we gonna get, it's gonna be all these revelations and all of these decisions, and you gonna need everybody together to even be able to think about dealing with this new threat. And then it ain't in the game at all.
And
you got the Ghost Child, and you got to pick between red, green, and blue.
My God.
Red, green, blue.
Yeah,
that's all it comes down to. 3 games, hundreds of hours, all these decisions.
I always felt like the end of that game felt detached from the rest of the game. And then I found out why. They got this couple that wrote romance novels to write the end of the game separately from everything else.
Why?
Which is why it's like they show the ending and then they show the scenes that they wrote where it was like, yes, son, and that's why they called him Shepard.
But that
doesn't make sense because
that's
the blue thing.
That's why the whole end of the game just felt just wrong. Because like the whole part where the thing that bothered me about the last part of the game when you're going back to Earth and doing all that stuff when Joker just leaves you. Yeah, it's like he would never do that.
No.
And then of course they in the whatchamacallit DLC.
You got Javik, you be fine. Hey, Mom. That's right. You get to Mass Effect 3, and you find that you got a protein, which originally you could only get if you had pre-ordered the game, which was nasty.
You pre-ordered the game, and again, he wasn't like an extra character that'd be cool if you had. He's a pretty freaking important part of the story.
Yeah.
You were told in the very early parts of Mass Effect 1 and everything that you find that proteins do not exist anymore. They disappeared. Then you find out in 2 that more than likely they got turned into collectors.
Yeah.
But you can't really be sure because they tell you also that collectors are actually just a generic term for whatever forms of life that the Reapers make. Mm-hmm. The Terminator head. They was gonna make a human one. But then you get Mass Effect 3, and if you pre-order the game, you get a protein, and he's Jamaican.
The protein.
And like, not like cool Jamaican, like a dude doing a Jamaican accent.
I mean, there's always a chance you meet a new species. They could have a Jamaican accent.
Max out.
Yeah, but no, but that was the worst part about him too, is that he was a pre-order thing, which made you think, well, he must not be that important. No, he's kind of important.
Well, also, he wasn't a pre-order thing for long because we realized that we made a mistake, and to make up for it, guys, you can buy him for $5.
Yeah, go ahead and buy him. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Isn't that what you wanted?
Yeah, that's what I
mean,
mean.
He's not
want to be
pre-order
able to-
anymore.
Yeah,
He's not a pre-order bonus anymore.
There you go.
yeah.
Everybody can get him.
You don't say, can they get him? How they gonna get him?
Just swipe that card.
There we go.
Swipe that card back.
Actually, you don't even have to swipe it. You can just type the numbers
it in.
in.
Just type the number.
Yeah,
in.
don't swipe your card into the system.
Yeah, it might
We
already
won't fix your car.
be saved in there. Just
Yeah, it could.
Just
Yeah,
hit
it could
buy.
just be a push of
Hey,
a button.
just go ahead and
I
hit
know you
that.
bought something already.
You want to link your PayPal?
Let's go ahead and do that.
Let's go ahead and link your PayPal.
What's your email address?
Yeah.
So,
All right.
there was
Yeah,
so much
it
wrong
just
with that game.
everything about that game went against everything they talked about in the first 2.
Yeah,
As far as like your choices matter, your choices didn't fucking matter in 3.
Not at the end.
Not at the
Whatever
end,
you
it didn't.
did didn't matter at
it
the
didn't
end.
really matter at the end.
And even
yeah.
all of the
You
stuff
still
that you
got the
did,
same 3 choices.
Right.
Yeah.
like, they didn't even make the callbacks. Like in Mass Effect 2, the callbacks that you find, like you said, find an old girl that's green, the green is sorry.
Yeah.
Like all those little things, there was more presentation put into it. Mm-hmm. Or they turned a lot of your decisions from 1 and 2 into codec entries that when you went to it said
Yeah.
plus 10 galactic readiness.
Yeah,
Sweet.
That's true.
You say the Ragnar Queen, you thought that was cool, right? Well, she came back, she got a bunch of Ragnar. You can't talk to her, interact with her, none of that.
They-
Well, the
did
Ragnar
something
part
with
was
the
the
Ragnar
worst
Queen.
because it didn't even matter if you killed the Ragnar Queen. The Ragnar was still coming back. So
Yep.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
They did do a little something with that one.
Ragnar still exists even if you killed the queen.
Even if
But
you
I
killed
mean,
the
like
queen, yeah.
there is a callback to what you did. There's
Yeah.
at least like a cutscene or two.
now there's
But
there's actually a lot of stuff for the DLC for especially 2. If you did the one with the what was it, the one guy that was making his autistic
Oh yeah. A lawnmower man.
brother.
Yeah, the Lawnmower Man
basically,
DLC.
Yeah,
nice.
There's a whole big part in the when you're defending the school and you run into Jack.
Yep.
If you did that DLC, that you find not the brother, but I think the doctor there, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
his brother like helps you.
Yep.
And stuff like that. So that was actually one of the coolest like things from 2 that came back. A lot of the DLC stuff came back into it in a lot of cool ways. But
James Vega. Why you so swole, bro?
Or he is jacked.
he's a big dude.
You want to talk
Freddie
about
Prinze Jr. is
space HGH?
Oh, bro, they probably got
Nobody
some-
else looks
Hey,
like no other humans in the Mass Effect universe look quite as.
The man looks like a Krogan. Hey, they probably got some wild shit in Mass Effect universe.
Boy, you over here snorting Krogan shell.
Yeah.
Hey, we trying to save everybody. Ain't nothing against the law anymore.
Oh no, bro, that's nothing off limits.
Nope.
But he was a cool character. He was just thick.
He was thick.
He was thick.
Edie getting the body just to be like eye candy. It was
hell
it
yeah.
was so greasy.
Oh,
That
hell
was a
yeah.
little, that was a little.
And
much.
Joker,
Edie was great,
bro.
man.
Joker over
Fuck
there having, going from 6 to midnight over here.
Well, you know, that's who he spends all his time with his ship. You know, I get it.
I do.
Yeah.
I too like you, Joker.
Oh shit! Did he start walking towards the end or something?
Yeah, he got like the exoskeleton.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Wasn't he played by Seth Green?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So we got what they did to Mass Effect 3.
There's other stuff too, but I won't bring it
Yeah.
up.
Like I said, we could have a whole episode of
We
the
got a
Mass
whole
Effect
episode
series.
of Mass Effect. Yeah.
But let's just keep it Bioware.
Dragon Age
2. Now, I did listen to, even before getting into this, I listened to that Blood, Sweat, and Pixels book, and they talked about the development of Dragon Age 2. First and foremost, They was making Dragon Age. They was making a Dragon Age 2.
Or they changed it to that.
That was basically Inquisition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they was in the middle of trying to figure out the fucking Frostbite engine. That EA decided that all of their departments, everybody has to make games with the Frostbite engine.
Say, why would we get like the Unreal Engine or something like? Why we got to pay money for that? We got a perfectly good engine at home.
Yeah, if I'm building Battlefield,
Exactly.
We can make an RPG out of it.
Yeah, somebody can.
Somebody can.
So they made the RPG people use the first person shooter engine. Now, to your point, Steven, in theory. In theory, you should be good enough, experienced enough to make the engine do what you want it to do. But let me tell you something that they found out early into the making of what eventually became Inquisition, not Dragon Age 2. Mm-hmm. The Frostbite engine couldn't do level ups. It couldn't do skill trees. Couldn't do inventory. It couldn't do inventory menus. It couldn't do essentially any menu that wasn't involving a gun or you selecting some sort of vehicle or a spawn point.
So basically, pretty much anything that the bones of an RPG.
It wasn't designed to do it. And they went and asked DICE, not EA, but DICE themselves. The Dragon Age team was like, "Hey, man, we want to make it, because like we want to make Dragon Age with this," and they were like, "Yeah,
why?
so like it don't." They just told them like,
"Would you do that?"
They don't do that, and they're like, "Well, what do you mean?" The engine is made based on a physics engine and Battlefield mods.
Yeah,
that's what it was based on. Literally, a physics engine and Battlefield mods. You want some tanks?
We can put some tanks in there.
You want some F-16s?
You like a Trojan horse?
We can do that.
There you go.
It's like, what if you want to cast a spell?
That's fantasy, right?
Like a grenade spell?
We can make it.
We can make you point, and then a grenade explosion.
We can make like a flamethrower. That's like a flame spell.
Yeah,
there you go.
They're like, what if we want to do because we want to improve the melee combat in the game?
They want to put like swords and shields and stuff.
We could do a knife animation.
Okay, like a backstab.
Yeah, or like we can take your dog tags. Yeah, you on the ground. You got caught slipping because you was trying to snipe. I'll tell your dog tag.
What's a dog tag?
God. But EA panicked because it was taking too long to make Dragon Age Inquisition.
Okay.
And had another team start making this other Dragon Age game about this place that they had never made, that didn't exist, called Kirkwall.
Kirkwall
didn't exist in Dragon Age 1?
It was mentioned.
Yeah, I know.
But there was nothing.
Never go there.
There was nothing. Yeah. There was no actual there was no map.
Right.
It was something that they had planned to use in Dragon Age Inquisition as one of the places to go.
Right.
But they had only it was like, oh yeah, remember that place we talked about in Dragon Age Origins? We're gonna do something that has that place in there. And they were like, yeah, so we got this other team making a game based on that city, and we're gonna make a game exist in that one city.
That one city.
Dude, like
the first game, you're saving an entire continent.
Yeah, going to all these different towns, meeting all these different people.
Yep.
Dude,
second game, a city.
I hate the champion of Kirkwall with a passion.
I hate this game.
And I hate most of the characters. I like Varys, whatever his name is.
Oh, I don't fuck with him.
I hate Varys. I don't know how he's so popular. You know what?
Varric.
Yeah,
the dwarf with a bow.
Yeah,
because he's a dwarf, but he's charming. Like he's got high charisma.
He's a roguish character.
Yeah, he's a roguish character. He's the Han Solo-ish type of the game.
But honestly, I was really hurt about the because I really like my character from Origins. I like my Grey Warden.
Oh, so
why
here's
can't
the
I
thing.
Continue that?
Remember when BioWare specifically said that Dragon Age was the high fantasy version of Mass Effect?
Yeah.
And that it would have they basically was telling you in Dragon Age that, hey, remember, make the decisions that you want, because you know what we did with Mass Effect. You see what we talking about? And then they even had a thing leading up to Dragon Age 2 where if you were going from one platform to the other, you could take all of your stuff and just put it on your EA Origin account, and it would go whatever platform you picked.
Yeah. And I know they may kind of wanted to focus.
You like Origin, right?
You like
everybody
Origin.
likes Origins. I know they kind of wanted to make him a character like Shepard. They can kind of like build around him.
You already did that.
Well, I know, but when you made your Grey Warden, it can be like a different origins, different. Well, they did that.
They did that with Mass Effect. Yes, they literally set it up as the high fantasy.
I was trying to give them a reason. Why?
No, you know the reason was they was like, hey man, we got a little opening right here. We need to have a Dragon Age game come out. They wanted to stagger them. They wanted to do Mass Effects, Dragon Ages, Mass Effects, Dragon Ages. And they was like, man, Mass Effect 2 just came out. It's like, cool, yeah, we did Dragon Age Origins and stuff like that. You know, we getting ready to do, next Dragon Age. They're like, yeah. But, it'd be really cool if we could get a Mass Effect 3 and a Dragon Age Origins 2. And like, yeah, when we get finished with it. Here's the thing, though. You now work for EA, so, like.
We need you this done like a year.
This done like in a year, exactly.
If it was a generous is giving it 10-month development cycle.
Like I couldn't even finish. Like I got to where you go to the deep roads, and I was
Steven.
I was the exact same way.
No, the original base game of this, the game don't have an ending for real.
Oh really?
You beat all right. So spoilers. You beat the Canary dude that's like the antagonist the whole time.
Okay.
He tries to stage a coup or whatever. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but you end up fighting him in like the chapel, right? You beat him. The girl from the first game, the redhead,
Liana.
Is it Liana?
I think it's Liana.
Yeah, because she becomes the thing in Inquisition.
Yeah.
Liana shows up with the Sisterhood. The game goes off right there, and they go, when the DLC come out, you get to see what the rest of this is about.
Oh, that's my bullshit.
DLC, baby. Make more money.
Yeah.
Make more money.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it's all bad.
It was just I hated just the I kind of like the beginning part when you kind of come up with your. Because wait, am I thinking of the first game or the second game?
No, the first game you had a different origin.
Yeah, you had different origins, but
the-
like this game, you like chose your parents and stuff too, didn't you? And that kind of
Yeah, you
however
did.
you made yourself determine what your parents looked like. 'cause-
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then your brother and sister they change.
Yeah.
how
And they
look, too.
become because you're doing the thing and
Yeah. That was kind of cool, but I played the demo of the game before it came out because I pre-ordered it and you had like early
Yeah, you
access
got
to,
early
like,
access.
the
Yeah, I
demo or
remember
whatever.
that. We all
It's like, oh, awesome, cool. All right, oh man, I couldn't wait to sit there and play it. And I got into that first fight and I was like, what the hell is this? It's like, why do I have a 6-foot long sword and I'm swinging it as if it's a short sword? Yeah,
Dagger.
Short
Like a
sword.
dagger almost. Yeah.
Yeah, why is the combat so fast?
Oh yeah, no, I played a mage, right? I'm a mage in the Dragon Age games. So I've been in the last game. It's like, okay, fights gets ready to start. All right, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Here's this spell, set this up, do this, do
set
this.
everything.
Let me pause
Exactly.
this real quick.
Yeah,
Let
and
me
pause
do this.
it, get just right, get the angle just so I can get 7 enemies instead of 6.
Yeah, let me get this ice
strategy.
storm spell right here.
Oh,
so they
yeah.
get
Make
everybody.
sure I don't hit my own guys. Cause
Yeah.
I,
No, I
I
turn
left
friendly
that
fire
on.
off. No, that's
I
crazy.
left it on, but yeah, sometimes it's like, okay, no, I'm turning that crap off.
Yeah, I don't need to be that good.
Yeah.
But I started playing and I'm like, they're like, yeah, do the combo with your staff.
Huh?
They're like, yeah, you shoot the beams out. Pshum, pshum, pshum. If you time it right, you shoot out 2 at the last hit instead of 1.
I mean, I'm telling you something right now. A mage should never be doing any combos.
You don't want to do spins and twirls in your staff while you fighting?
Only person who can do that is Gandalf. He's the lab.
And even he don't do that.
No.
He's like, I'm a mage. I'll be in the back.
Yeah, I'll be in the back.
He fight with a sword and
I'm
a
in the back
staff.
back.
He'll
Yeah,
twirl
well,
around
yeah.
a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
That's because y'all let him infiltrate the back line.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is he here?
So I definitely was like, this doesn't feel good. This feels bad.
No, it felt bad. It felt real bad.
You know what? It kind of it did
I
feel
went
like
from being so excited for the game, playing that first demo, to I don't think I want this game anymore. But I was like, it's just a demo. I'm gonna
Surely.
I'm gonna keep an open mind. It still got like 6 weeks until it comes out.
they can do something.
They'll fix it.
You got.
See,
I got
normally we
hard.
don't get, but we got then.
We didn't go get.
We didn't go we got.
Yeah.
But like you said, the engine was really made for it, and it kind of felt like it.
Yeah.
It felt like it was just,
Oh, the game was clearly rushed too.
yeah, it was like it just felt like it could break at any moment.
There's 7 backgrounds in that whole game.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
There's the streets, there's the
There's-
basement, there's a church, there's a cave, and you go back to that cave.
like the roads and woods or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, there's the woods, and there woods that lead to a cave, and then there's woods that's just in the woods.
Dude, every
yeah.
zone in Dragon Age Origins was its own thing.
You were on the
Map.
continent, goddammit.
Like every cave you went to had its own little,
Every place felt like it was its own different part of the world.
yeah.
And this, I mean, the first time I walked into the second, third cave in the game and realized, wait, this is the same cave.
Bro, I went to go fight old girl's mom, Morgan's mom.
Uh-huh.
And I went to her cabin. Like, it's like you go to her cabin and she's outside and she's like, and you talking to her and I'm like, bitch, I know you're a goddamn witch. Stop playing with me. You doing something nefarious. This shit gonna stop right now. I stopped you in the last game. I'll stop your ass again. And she was like, do you really want to tangle with a witch as strong as me? And I hit the button and that shit transported us back to the fucking cave to fight. And I was like, oh, you son of bitches. You couldn't let me fight in front of the house.
Battlefield. Come on, man.
Put us back, bro. Like the game doomed, and we was in the cave, and she was the dragon. They didn't show her turn into the dragon. She just was the dragon. And I was like, man, golly.
I wonder if
even the
anybody that
callbacks.
worked on that game wished it wouldn't have came out. But you know the funny part, a lot of folks really like that game.
Well,
Like
I
a
think
lot of girls too for some reason.
that's
That's just anecdotal too. I'm not saying that girls are idiots for
Yeah,
liking
it
that
is.
game.
That's what you're
It's
saying.
just from my experience.
During International Women's Month, baby.
Come on, man.
the majority of folks
Probably.
that I've talked to that really loved that game were girls. I don't know why. So anyway,
well, I think you would definitely like it a lot more too if you never played the first
if you
one.
never played the first one,
Yeah.
it might have been okay.
Well, that's what they were
But
banking
again,
on.
to me, the first one is still to this day the finest Western RPG ever made. And then that crap came out after it.
Yeah.
I would say, especially after playing Baldur's Gate 3, Dragon Age is still really up there. It's probably like top 3, top 5, top 3.
Probably top 3. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, they continued their streak of making BioWare do things they didn't want to do by having them come out with Mass Effect Andromeda. And again, a separate team, not the Dragon Age team, because BioWare used to have teams for different games.
Right.
They told the Mass Effect team, I know y'all been using a different engine, the Mass Effect engine, to make these other games, but guess what y'all gotta use this time? Can't run from it this time,
Frostbite,
buddy.
baby.
You gotta use the Frostbite. We let y'all slide because Mass Effect was doing numbers, but 3 had some shakiness to it. So we think the way to fix all of that is to make you use the Frostbite engine.
If we can like constrain you into this little box of making the game, I think that'd be better for you.
Yeah.
I've never played a BioWare game with such lack of soul as Mass Effect Andromeda.
This game was
That's a
just.
good way to put
But
it.
you see,
This
you
is
see
the
right
gameplay.
here?
It's just driving around and fucking looking at shit.
Well, that menu that they just showed,
Oh my gosh.
that is like that's such an EA menu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
The visuals?
you can just tell.
Yeah. And
Yeah, we do a lot of driving around in this one, buddy.
This is when I gave up on the game.
Yeah.
Was this exact spot.
Hey man, they said you get to drive to Mako, and I was so excited.
Hell yeah, I love the Mako.
And then it became this. Put the probes down.
Drive around some more. Go put more probes down.
Probe launch.
yeah.
Probe launch.
That used to be exciting. Remember that was fun?
Uh-huh.
Launching probe.
Launching Pro.
What minerals am I gonna get?
Nothing. You just had to set up another base.
Yeah.
I didn't even play this. Because I had no interest in it.
For real?
Oh yeah, bro. I was
I was
day one.
excited for it.
I do want to
Day
go back
one.
and finish the game one day because
No, you don't.
Honestly, I didn't think it was a terrible game.
Let me tell you why you don't want to finish it, Noah.
There are parts of it that were kind of fun. I thought the combat in the game was actually
They
pretty
set up
fun.
Siege for clearly they were going to make
Yeah.
other games into the series.
I've seen other folks play it since, so I kind of know what happens.
The problem is though,
not
there ain't
anymore.
no other interest into the series. So
yeah.
you just stop a game at a certain point. Like, it's like the difference between Mass Effect 1. You get to the Saren fight, and you find out before you get to Saren that he ain't the problem.
He ain't the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you clearly find out that his ship, because everybody keeps talking about this ship, about this damn buzzing sound and all this shit, and he make you do stuff. And the sorry lady, she was like, I can't believe he had me doing all this crazy shit. You're like, okay, after we fight Saren, we find out like really what's going on. It leads into Mass Effect 2. You play this game and it's like you see who the potential Saren is, not even the big bad. And they like, you can't even fight him yet. You gotta wait till the next game to fight the real Saren. That was like Lieutenant. Cut the game off.
Credits.
And that's what happens. He like, I'm telling you, I'm coming for you. New Shepard, not Shepard though, but kind of like Shepard. I'm out.
Yeah.
Credits.
Yeah.
And this one, more so than the Mass Effect 3, has a multiplayer that was heavily pushed. But on top of that, it's got loot boxes. And the loot boxes don't just have items, armor, weapons. It's got the goddamn classes. in the loot boxes. So they had races, and each race had a certain number of classes they could do.
Okay.
And I wanted a Vanguard of any kind.
So you had to find Vanguard.
You had to find you had to roll. It's just every time you open it up, I had like 7 different races of soldier.
Nice.
Had like a bunch of the
That's the best.
That's what you wanted, right?
I hate you so much. The what was Tali engineer?
Yeah.
Had a bunch of engineers, which didn't make sense because really the way they spoke that Tali's race was kind of the engineer race, but I guess since they're not there because didn't get frozen or not, whatever. The premise of this game is stupid too, by the way. It almost sounds kind of cool, and then they execute it very badly.
Well, they did that so that they could
They
have an
wanted to get
excuse to
completely
not
away
have
from-
anything to do with
what
was going on. So it was,
went to a different galaxy because the
Different
Mass Effect
galaxy.
one is in the Milky Way. Andromeda is in the Andromeda galaxy. Yeah.
And it's like 100 years after or something like that.
Yeah.
too,
Yeah. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Ain't no Reapers over here, apparently.
Well,
Maybe.
yeah.
We'll never know, though. And somehow there's a Thresher Maw in this game. There's several Thresher Maw.
Oh no, they ain't no
Oh, well,
Thresher.
you know, yeah.
That's Thresher Maw guys.
They said they took species and some of them got loose. And
Oh, of course they did.
yeah, apparently
We could just make another giant
Yeah,
species
we're
of
in a
alien.
totally different galaxy, and there's only like one other alien race.
yeah, that too.
That seems kind
Yeah,
of
that
lazy.
was. But they're not even done being terrible to BioWare. Because we ain't got to the realness.
The most egregious.
The thing that pretty much
Anthem.
Stadia. That's what it reminds me of.
Because it's a lie.
Yeah. Bro, this blows my mind.
This could have been the game that brought BioWare back.
It could have been. But this that cool thing that you see, that first trailer,
Yeah.
is just all shit.
It's all CG.
It's nothing's real about it.
No.
There's no gameplay whatsoever.
And you know why? Because they were trying to make Anthem, and
They were
EA
trying to
said,
make-
you got to have a
Nope.
vertical slice for this damn presentation. We can't do it with you are the centerpiece. You have to have something. And they like, bro, what we got don't work.
we don't even have like a definite. We don't even know what this game is really going to be
know what
yet.
the game is yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We know what we want to do, but we don't know how it's going to work.
Then it turns out if you're going to allow us to do it.
Yeah.
This thing was so disjointed.
So originally, the idea of this game was it was going to be basically a multiplayer Mass Effect 2,
Yes.
which cool. I'm all for it. They in their heads this was a co-op shooting RPG action game.
Yep. After the
And-
success of like Destiny and shit, it's right there in front of you.
Well, yeah, but they originally didn't have the only online component was playing with your friends, but that's what they settled on. Is like that's what we're gonna do. EA apparently was like,
You're not thinking big enough.
yeah, no, we pretty much need this game to be basically Destiny. So they kind of had to go back and try to do that, which is why the game is like, it feels like it couldn't decide what it wanted to be because
They don't know.
wanted to make one thing, EA wanted them to make something else, and this kind of mess is what ended up coming out of it because the game had to come out at some point. They didn't have time to go back and start all the way over and make the game that EA wanted them to make. So I remember seeing the game and thinking, "Oh, okay, so this is like it'll have like competitive modes, obviously, and stuff like that too, right? Oh no, it's not actually going to have that. Wait, what?
It's got world events, but it doesn't have actual
Yeah,
like real multiplayer. Like it doesn't have massive multiplayer moments, but it wants to be a massive multiplayer game. But also, you're really just playing the story mode with your friends,
which is all BioWare wanted to concentrate on.
but also you need people's scores to get up so that you can unlock the other versions of missions. And we just doing so much that we're just not doing nothing.
Yeah.
The flying was cool.
Oh yeah, bro,
The flying to this day is the best in any game
Yeah.
ever.
I really hope they can take that part and make it put in something else.
Yeah,
I remember telling Zach we need to buy 5 copies of this for the shop. Each system.
Oh, that's right, because it came out while we had the shop. Right?
yeah.
We
sure
need-
did.
I thought this was gonna be like a thing that
Oh,
we was
yeah,
gonna.
yeah,
Oh, I was gonna come up there and play this game every whatever night I was up there, and then I saw folks playing the early access, and I was like, okay, no, I'm good.
We need to get at least 10 for PC,
Yep.
5 for PlayStation, 5 for Xbox.
Got to.
Got to.
Got to.
Minimum.
This game's gonna be huge.
It's BioWare, man. It's,
BioWare's return.
Return
Look
to
at
form.
it. Looks great,
Those are great.
and the flying was cool.
the flying was cool.
I mean, if anything, next time somebody makes an Iron Man or a Superman game or something,
They need
just take the flying out of this.
There you go. You got your prototype right there.
Yeah, they should sell the flying engine out of this game to anybody who wants to make some good flying in a game.
It's like Rockstar acquiring Max Payne rights so they can get the shoot.
So they get
fix
the
their shooting good in GTA.
Yep,
We'll fix this shit.
it worked.
It did.
But yeah, I finally played this game like when it went down to like $3 or something like
Nice.
that, and I finally got
Sure,
it.
EA appreciates that.
And hey, you know,
It's on Game Pass
Oh,
is it?
through EA Play.
Oh well,
I don't even think you could play it anymore.
went
You
ahead.
play something.
You could play. So they were thinking about doing an expansion
Oh, shit,
because when I was playing it, I actually
Well,
enjoyed
they did a
what I
relaunch.
played.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
They did a relaunch, which when you said earlier about them not EA wanting Destiny and BioWare wanting what they wanted, right? EA was like, yeah, we're gonna relaunch it, and they basically tried to make it Destiny.
Yeah,
Like even the menus and
but
like
but still, it was kind of a half-assed version of it though. And it's like that was always the thing that felt like to me that held the
who
game
is
back.
shooting
The game never felt
My
like
gosh.
it fully committed to anything. It kind of did a lot of stuff, but none of it very well. Story was really short, and
the story.
this game could have been something great.
The story just seemed like it took a back seat.
Yeah,
But it
which
didn't
is-
take a back
which
seat
is
to
sad 'cause
anything.
That's what they were wanting to concentrate on, but EA made them change the whole thing.
Right.
But it's like you said it to your point. It took a back seat, but to what? Because it doesn't seem like it. Like
Because it never,
nothing,
it never, yeah,
nothing ever is in the forefront. It's just you do some stuff, and then it's like, yeah, it's a game, right?
yeah.
Technically,
And then you do some more stuff, and then you go back to a place, and then you do. There might be like a cutscene, and then you do some more stuff, and then eventually you'll get to a cutscene that doesn't lead to anything because that's where they stop production of the game.
That's what the game ends.
but look, EA's come out with some grade A do.
Yeah,
But they still had some stuff that actually wasn't terrible, right?
yeah,
We got Unravel.
All right, you got
yeah,
They still putting money into non like AAA properties.
yeah. It's like
Yeah,
the EA
originals.
originals kind of.
Yeah, this
Start
is
showing
just,
up more.
yeah, this is some of some of the early work with it. So this and this is the thing. They're such a huge company that they can come out with just bullshit, and it'd be bad. But they're getting so much money from all of the like the FIFA stuff is still going
FIFA
strong.
stuff,
FIFA alone could carry. If any other company owned FIFA, they would be a AAA publisher just by owning FIFA.
Yeah,
That's how much money that generates for them. That's $1 billion,
it's
billions
like
of dollars every
ridiculous.
year
Yeah,
just from sales and Ultimate Team.
billions.
But then you got stuff like Unravel where it's like, bro, if you just give people the chance to make something like different, you'll get it. And there's no way you could tell me that Unravel costs as much to make as fucking Anthem.
Oh, it
There's no way.
clearly not.
So it's like your return on investment is still great.
Yep.
They also did A Way Out, which I know a lot of people have not played that game
All
because it
people
does
like that
require
game.
you to play two players in order to
Requires
play
you
it.
to play two players,
But
yeah.
it is some of the most fun I've had with a game. I played that with Aaron when I was in the Philippines, and I mean, Big Nose and Boring Guy had a great adventure. It's got it's got some cliche stuff that happens in it, but they also have some really cool like suspenseful moments that you don't really think of. There's a lot of like, you got to get to this spot before I get to this spot, and if you don't get there in time, then the whole thing falls apart. So you're trying to coordinate. And
Right.
It's like, dude, look, that dude's beating your ass. Hurry up, get over here.
I'm trying. Damn, come help us.
trying.
Stop getting hit.
Yeah.
Fight back.
Yeah. Such a great game.
Like, oh, man, because it's really a bunch of set pieces with like cutscenes in between it.
Yeah.
But it's done so well, and there's stuff you could miss. There's stuff you could do differently each time. I didn't realize that you could do things different way. I thought you like had to do it the way
Like
we did it.
Set ways, yeah.
There's different paths and stuff in some of the instances on there. Just, I mean, they still try to do something, like EA. I don't want to say it's like they gaslight you into coming back, but like they'll put some interesting stuff out to be like, well, let me check this out.
When it's the big stuff, they overproduce.
Yes,
They wanna oversee everything. They want to make sure that the cash train ain't coming off tracks. No. We ain't doing this right now. Put some of this crap on top of it. There it is. Again,
That's the money maker right there.
That's what they want.
Hey, you're welcome. But
when it's smaller things like these games, hey, let what's the guy's name that makes those games? That's not Michelle Ancel, is it?
I don't know who you're talking about now. You
I have no idea who you are. Who are you talking about?
The one that made No Way Out and it Takes Two and all of that stuff.
Oh, is that Swedish people?
I think he's just making names up.
No, it's
No, I
like a
think
Swedish company, right?
Is he Swedish? I thought it was French.
Oh, I'm thinking about It Takes. Oh, you said It Takes Two, right?
Yeah.
I thought they were Swedish.
Think about Annapurna.
They might be.
Man, fucking incest storylines.
That's just one game, man. Come on.
It's just the one game, exactly.
Yeah,
But
And it's pretty good.
Willem Dafoe beat my ass simulator.
Bro, he was working you.
What are you doing?
Bah.
I said don't move. Come on, man, stop.
Hazellight Studios.
What's it called? Hazel Light.
Yeah, what's the main guy?
He don't want his name in the press like that.
Joseph Fares.
Okay, yeah.
I don't
He's
think
always
it
at the
was-
game.
That wasn't anywhere close to what you said.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think. I know Michelle Ancel is. I think he's an Ubisoft guy actually.
Well, that's the next one we're doing. They're gonna do bad. Now, but
Anyway,
we got like EA has gotten into like almost every genre of gaming.
Yeah.
They wanted a battle royale game, and buddy,
they looked into one.
I
They
mean,
did. They fell ass backwards until like
fucking Kramer did, didn't they? They told
I mean,
they told
good for them.
Respawn that if you could make this game and it can make some money, we could potentially
will.
talk about. Hey, we could possibly maybe talk about green lighting Titanfall 3. And buddy, they made a game so good they'll never get to make Titanfall 3.
And that's why I hate this game. That's why I will never play it. First of all, I don't particularly care for these types of games.
The Twitchy shooter.
But just BRs.
Yeah.
I just don't like them. But when
Slayer.
news of the team making something
Lost the lead.
leaked out, the original leak was this was Titanfall 3.
Mm-hmm.
So when EA came out and said, "Oh, we're about to do an announcement from Respawn or whatever," it's like, "Oh, here we go, baby. This is gonna be it. This is it. I can't
finally
wait.
gonna get it
Yes,
right."
Titanfall 3, and they announced Apex, battle royale game,
Doesn't it take place in the same universe as Titanfall?
Yeah.
and it's coming out this afternoon.
Yes.
Okay.
This is to me the only time a Shadow Drop
Yeah.
was hugely successful.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it was immediately. It was.
It really
immediate
wasn't a
hit.
shadow drop.
Yeah, it's
Well, it was
crazy
kind
how-
of shadow drop, but you knew about the game before it dropped
But you
Yeah.
didn't know when it was coming out.
because they did like some streamer showcase thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a week or so before they dropped it, I think. Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly.
And all the streamers was like, "Hey, guess what, buddy? This shit is good."
Yeah.
And they're coming off all of the nastiness of Anthem and don't matter.
Yep.
This just blows up in a way that
all
very
is forgiven.
Yeah, I mean,
Well.
it felt like it, didn't it?
Not for me.
Yeah, I know,
I
but
still want Titanfall.
you'll never get it.
Because
You might get one.
after the initial thing, they interviewed the guy, and he was still saying, "Oh yeah, we're still full speed ahead in Titanfall 3." But as like the following month goes on, and you keep seeing the numbers of folks playing this game, and I'm like, "Yeah, Titanfall 3 ain't never coming out. This is freaking Fortnite all over again. I'm never getting Fortnite either.
Yeah, you did.
Never getting it."
Save the World just stopped one day.
It's just-
We ain't
Well,
saving
they
this
never
world no
did.
more. I guess they saved it, huh?
Yeah, we saved
Yeah,
it.
you saved it,
We
so-
faked it.
Yeah, we faked it.
Like, dude, they should have showed a EA representative behind him when he said we're still working on Titanfall 3. That would have been like,
No, we ain't.
This was right as the game was coming out, so I think he truly believed
Would it-
because he was saying he promised everybody, "I want Titanfall 3 as bad as everyone else."
what it
Not
reminds
realizing
me
that
of.
this game was going to turn into what it did.
What that reminded me of is and this will only make sense for some people, not everybody, but you'll be all right. There's an interview in the mid 90s, like 93, 94. Bad Boy Records has 2 artists, Biggie and Craig Mack.
Uh-huh.
And they did a thing called Big Mac where they put both of their singles in a little bonus thing. And they're doing an interview. This is after Life After Death comes out and Biggie turns into Biggie. And they're talking to Craig Mack and Puffy. And they're like, we just showed you the new B.I.G. video and all of that. And they're like, oh, yeah, you in the studio with Craig Mack. And he's like, because Craig Mack had Flavor in Your Ear, which was pretty popular.
Yeah.
And they're like, and yeah, Craig Mack's like, yeah, we working on my second album. You know, Biggie album is doing numbers. We getting ready to drop my next joint. And they look at Puffy while he's saying that. And Puffy has this look on his face like, if you want to believe that, you can. Like, because Craig Mack was the original flagship artist for Bad Boy. Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, we're going to keep doing this Craig Mack stuff. And Puffy's behind him like, I don't think you understand the numbers that Life After Death just did. I mean, Ready to Die just did. Like, Biggie's a superstar, and you are another guy on the label now. And Craig Mack never released another album. And then he joined some weird commune, and he passed away like 8 years ago.
Well, there you go. Thanks a lot, Puffy.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's getting his comeuppance.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't even think
here comes the brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear. I'm kicking new.
I'm buying house in a place without extradition law.
Yeah. He's gonna go over there with Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons over there sitting down.
Exactly.
Crisscross applesauce.
That's exactly what I thought. What if he called in to ask where he moved?
Hey, so Bali really don't extradite? Nah, they don't extradite. All right, cool.
Cool.
Hey, you got another one of them yoga mats?
I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah. Dude said they talking about predators and rap, and Russell Simmons over there sitting crisscross applesauce in another country for reasons.
Yeah.
He just likes it over there, man.
Yeah, does he? Or that he cannot come back to the U.S.?
I come back anytime I want.
Sure.
He came back recently, didn't he?
He snuck in for like a minute. And then,
I gotta see some people, you know.
By the time the photos come back, though, he back on that yoga mat. What I think. No, just let me stop.
Anyway.
But yeah, so EA going to close out the 2010s is they're just certain things aren't the same anymore. Certain franchises don't have the same weight. They done closed down a lot of studios. Like the people who made Dead Space, Visceral Games, get them out of here. Okay?
Yeah.
BioWare is, I don't even know if you want to say a shell of them former self. It is, they name is in the mud in these streets. Like it is.
Hudson, what's his name?
Casey Hudson.
Casey Hudson came back again. What like the third time now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
we still ain't got Dreadwolf, so I don't know what that means.
We're working on it.
TBD.
Apparently that's supposed to be showed at Summer
It's supposed
Games.
to be showed a long time.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Okay, but now we got rid of Origins, right? Yay, EA. Hey, look, I don't care what nobody says. All right, there's a lot of things to talk bad about EA, but the EA Play app itself don't really function that bad, and it's kind of a background thing. Like it's out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
it even once you start the game, it goes away.
It goes
It's
away.
No, you don't want to.
Does it actually update? Auto update? when you
Oh
tell it to?
yeah.
Yes, and it actually auto updates.
You telling me you tired of seeing?
Yes.
What's that dude's name? What's his name?
You tired of seeing Cristiano Ronaldo?
Ronaldo, yeah.
No, it was a French dude, right?
Was it a French dude?
The Mbombe or whatever.
Mbappe?
Yeah.
That was the second version. The original version was Ronaldo. Update.
Every time.
I would like to keep it up to date. Yeah,
you would.
But yeah, we got rid of EA Origins, man.
That's good.
Yeah, we got EA Play. Okay.
Okay.
But EA not being happy with the success of Apex Legends. What if we had a few more Apex Legends in here?
Of course.
Okay?
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah.
everybody kind of jumped on this trend of like childhood games becoming big games, right? We had what's the imposter game?
Among Us?
Among Us.
Oh,
right?
Among Us, yeah.
Which is basically like kind of hide and seek, kind of, who did it, who's it
Right.
type of thing. So why don't we take some other childhood games? You had the Beans, Fall Guys,
The beans.
basically taking obstacle courses and some sort of,
Fall
mini
Guys is
games.
great.
Fall Guys is a good game. Like the idea of taking something as simple as these childhood games and turning them into video games is a great idea. So what's a game that everybody really loves, even if you're bad at it? Dodgeball. And I maintained again, there's no such thing as a bad dodgeball video game. I've never played one. Knockout City, pretty cool, but also kind of shallow.
It was a
what it
live
could
service
offer.
game, right?
And that's the thing now. Now EA's thing is single player games still exist. We got the Star Wars franchise, right? The Jedi Fallen Order,
Yeah.
Jedi Survivor. But we also got, if it's multiplayer in any certain fashion, it's got to have live service. It's got to have a battle pass, right? These things where we talked about earlier, the greasiness is still there. They got a nickel and dime somewhere.
Yeah.
Apex got 7 seasons a year.
Yeah.
You want to get it? You got to pay for it.
I got to get it.
Yeah, I know. We got Rocket Arena, which we never even talked about on this platform because we all knew from the
That's
beginning
the one where everybody had rocket launchers, right?
versions of rocket launchers. We all knew the same thing. That shit wasn't gonna last.
No.
Like, it don't know what it wants to be.
Shoot.
Yeah, I don't remember this game at all.
Rocket
It
Arena.
was like
remember- I remember it getting
Overwatch with
announced.
rockets.
It's like a.
It's
I wait till the gameplay comes up, but it's in the. You're trying to do like knocking people out of the arena, but you can also do damage on them and beat them. It's so many things for it to be absolutely nothing, and it reminds me of like when Facebreaker came out, where it was like, oh, this is like Ready to Rumble. Oh, wait a minute, this is not like Ready to Rumble. This is super generic instead.
Oh, okay, that's what I wanted.
Yeah. So it's like it's like a shooting game,
yeah.
but everybody's got abilities, but also everybody's kind of the same, just different skins.
It was like that. What was the wrestling game where you try to eliminate everybody?
Was that Smash something? Or
Oh, you're talking
KO?
about
the one that just
KO
closed?
Arena? That yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was called KO Arena or something.
No,
like
it was called Rumbleverse.
Rumbleverse. There we go,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
basically that, but
With
with
guns.
but yeah, but with guns. I was actually kind of interested in this game because it kind of reminded me of the old Quake 2 days.
Yeah, that was another thing they tried to like kind of play on it, but then when everybody played the beta, they like, nah, this ain't no fucking Quake.
Well, it's not as fast either.
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
obviously
not
as
first
fast.
person. So.
But you could like rocket jump and hit other folks with rockets and different effects and all of that stuff. So, I mean, kind of seemed like a good idea, but it just wasn't.
Well, it's like I appreciate them trying to make new IPs, but again, all of their IPs always have this sort of weird, like you got to add something to it. It's got to have some sort of live services, and honestly, a lot of it looks really generic. Like both to me, not like Knockout Arena doesn't look as generic, but it kind of does still look generic.
I know what you're talking. Yeah, I know. What
Like
you mean.
especially before they had some of the licensed skins that they had in Knockout Arena. It was
Knockout
like-
City.
Knockout City, my fault.
Yeah.
Same shit. Hey, don't matter now, do it.
No, it don't matter anymore.
Not really.
But I know, man. They still get stuff like It Takes Two.
Yeah.
Fantastic game.
Which I want to play
Game of the
this.
year?
I haven't played it. But
VGA
it looks
winner.
really fun.
Fantastic game.
VGA Game of the Year.
I was actually happy for because I was like, man, it was a lot of good games that year, but I kind of hope this game wins, but I didn't think it was going to. Because it's a 2-player required game. Is like not everybody's gonna have somebody to play it with, so a lot of folks may not get a chance to play it. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you, if you can't play it with somebody, watch a playthrough of it. This is one of the most like well written, funniest, like emotional at points. I mean, it's just really good. But this is like this guy had learned from his other 2 games, A Way Out and
Unravel.
No.
We just
A
had
Tale
them
of
too.
Two Sons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, was that the same?
Yeah,
Nice.
that was his first game. It was called something else though. Oh, Brothers, I think it was.
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
So you see from that game to was it A Way Out? Mm-hmm. Yeah, to this, and by the time he gets to this, this is like those other 2 games were really kind of serious too, but this one's like funny.
Yeah, it's
Like
dealing with
really
divorce.
funny. Yeah.
Awesome.
But
That's funny.
but yeah, it's dealing with divorce and like the trauma it's causing to their child and to them and
Yeah.
learning lessons along the way. But when it gets to there's one part where you're flying on an airplane and it turns into Street Fighter 2. I laughed so hard, but it was so awesome. And the best part about it was clearly whoever made that part really loved Street Fighter 2 because the screen kind of turns sideways and the airplane wing becomes a stage and the life bars come up on the top and the timer. It looks like Street Fighter 2. And you start doing fighting game moves. I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous.
I love it.
It's so good. It's such a good game. Yeah, there was so many games within a game in this game. So, yeah. Anytime anybody talks about this game, I always speak highly of it. This is one of the games I love to watch on Twitch when folks were playing it when it first came out. Mm-hmm. And again, I was happy. It would have gotten my vote for Game of the Year. So, just want to put that out there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I said I always wanted to play it, but never had anybody to play it with.
Yeah, you have to have somebody to play it with.
Oh, shucks.
I mean, I see the game.
Not once have you mentioned that you want to play this game.
I've mentioned it multiple times. You just never listen.
Is it on Game Pass?
Might be on EA Play. Maybe not yet.
Yeah.
A little too critical acclaim.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor just came on Game Pass last week.
Nice.
Yes, it did. Yeah,
I started playing it.
I need to play the first one.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you haven't played the first one?
Yeah, I'm saying I played the first like 5 hours of it, and I went to the hardest planet first because it doesn't give you any direction,
Oh,
and I got stuck.
It does actually tell you where you should go, but everybody always wants to go to whatchamacallit first. And it's like, no, you shouldn't go there. You aren't.
Yeah,
ready
you
to go
get stuck.
there
You
yet.
can't even go past the
Yeah, you can only
area.
get to a certain point.
Yeah.
But if you do go there early, if you turn around and go in this one cave, you
you
can get the dual bladed lightsaber.
And I
early.
did, and it sucked.
Well, it's because you weren't powerful. Anyway,
You weren't worthy of it yet.
yeah, but
What did I do?
nah,
Fucking matter.
I'll tell you, one game I see up there that I was happy about. Obviously, it was the Star Wars game. I've been wanting another X-wing / TIE fighter game for 20 years going on, and didn't ever seem like they were going to make one. And then Squadrons
They
came
did.
out.
They made Layer.
That's what you wanted.
That's what you wanted. You know how to use the 6-axis?
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
No, Squadrons. It was everything I wanted. I mean, it had the feel of like X-wing, but it was everything I wanted. It actually made me pull out my flight stick and throttle again.
Nice.
And just
throttling.
boosting and going under the
Playing with
Star
your
Destroyer
joystick.
so that you don't get shot. You know what? I'm not even listening, y'all.
The fact that you acknowledge it is all I need.
We got screwed out of this game, so unfortunately I haven't got to experience it yet. So
It's on Game Pass.
I don't have games.
Yeah, this is when we couldn't use Origins.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
because we wanted to do like tournaments and stuff for this game.
Oh, that would have been so awesome. I would have been in every one.
Nobody would have showed up though.
I probably would have been the only one.
Like you and what's his name? Dude, that you dressed up like Sonic.
Stedman.
Stedman, yeah. Shout out to Stedman. He would have came. Heard you guys doing a Squadrons tournament. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I came.
We would have appreciated it too.
With my little box.
Sir, that's not allowed.
No, you can't. You gotta use
I think
gotta use
JD
that-
was going to try and play.
You gotta use
Yeah,
the
he
Xbox
was, yeah.
controller.
Yeah.
I need my throttle on the
No.
stick. I cannot play this game without throttle.
We got
Probably
we
got Terry because he had a little joystick and cockpit stuff too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Origins decided to take a shit, and we couldn't access Origins for like
Couldn't.
9 months.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long.
Like half a year, bro.
But it was a
It
long
was at
time.
least 6 months.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first day I walked in there and folks were playing Apex, I think.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, it works again.
Some dude came in to play Apex and didn't even tell us he just wanted to get on PC, and he got on Apex, and I'm like, I
Is he
know
playing Apex?
because remember it went through Steam at one point.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I was like, dang, he sat there and downloaded that shit fast. Then I seen him. I was like, that shit on EA.
And just randomly started working
Just
again.
randomly
Was
started
it,
working
Zach
again.
went in and he tried to do something, and it was like before it would always say you want to update, and you see fucking Ronaldo, and that's when we got Mbappe. It was like, oh, it's a different dude. They fixed it.
Oh shit!
It was
Fuck
Ronaldo
Origins.
this whole time.
Yeah, it was Ronaldo. He screwed
That
everything
son
up.
of a bitch.
I mean, yeah.
But this game was everything I wanted. I finally got. I can't ask for a game like. I mean, I can. I would love to get a part 2 of this. That would be.
You might get one.
Yeah, because the game did well. Like better than they were expecting. Apparently, I don't think EA had a lot of faith that it would sell. I mean, it kind of came out at a discount price.
Yeah, it was like $40.
Yeah, but it was also a fully fleshed out game too. It wasn't like it was like,
Yeah.
it wasn't cheap. But if any old folks like me with a hankering to play like the old X-Wing and TIE Fighter games, this is it. This is what you're looking for. I'm telling you right now. God, I love this game. I must play through it 3 times at least.
Nice.
I was working on a fourth playthrough, but then I started doing something else. But the multiplayer was really fun too.
I got cooked.
It's hard. You got to kind of learn what you're doing.
They knew how to maneuver.
Because everybody, I remember there were articles where they were telling folks, they were telling folks, stop trying to recreate the scenes from Return of the Jedi. You're losing everybody the game. So folks were in the A-wings, and because you had to do certain things to take down shields on the big capital ship, and the goal was to destroy the capital ship of either side. Well, folks were doing it, and then folks in the A-wings were trying to ram the bridge of the Star Destroyer because that's what happened in Return of the Jedi. But then when they died,
Just destroy your ship.
it would they would destroy the ship, which took down your level leader thing, and the shield would come back up, and now you lost the match. It's like, stop doing that.
Well, on the opposite end of the spectrum of you enjoying the game, we had one of the worst launches of a storied franchise.
Yeah.
Battlefield 2042. Now,
You're talking about a disappointment.
I wanted this game to be good.
we all wanted this thing.
I still want it to be good.
Nah, it's too late. People
hear it's
keep
better now.
Better from trash is still trash.
Damn.
Bro, because I'm not trying to, like, there were so many little things this game did wrong, in addition to the large things that this game did wrong.
Yeah.
That fixing some of the minor issues, like Steven mentioned earlier about traversal, they show all the previews for this goddamn game with the dude using the damn, what was it, the hook?
No, it was
The squirrel suit.
Yeah, the wing suit.
Wingsuit.
Oh, yeah, wingsuit. Yeah.
And you get the game.
You think it's like
No,
an
it was
integral part?
grappling. No, because he grappled into the
Oh,
wingsuit.
yeah, it's grappling. And
So
you think
everybody
it's like-
gets the wingsuit.
Yeah.
But the grapple thing, we didn't realize when they were showing it. They decided instead of having medic, assault, sniper, support, we gonna make individual characters. Each of the
Operators.
character operators. Operators got different abilities. Apparently, one operator has a
Rainbow
damn
Six
grappling
is
hook.
so successful. Why not?
You're not Rainbow Six, bro. Stop trying to do other people's stuff.
Just do your thing.
Make your game. And they talked about this whole campaign for this game was about the fact that they were going back to what Battlefield fans wanted. You wanted the destruction. Yeah, but you didn't really give it to us. You can destroy walls on buildings, but you can't destroy buildings. Which defeats the purpose of the destruction, because once you blow the building up, then the destruction doesn't work anymore, and I can hide beside the rubble because the rubble doesn't get destroyed anymore. So now I got places to take cover from now. So it defeats the purpose. You're trying to blow stuff up. Then the operators got certain abilities, so certain people don't have certain stuff, and you can only do it that way. And now we got a bunch of operators that got the same thing, but that means that nobody else has the other stuff. And also these maps is all big and flat.
Yeah,
And open.
Once some of the operators, like, they just got like extra grenades or something.
Yes.
It was like,
You want an extra frag?
what's the point?
You want an extra support grenade? Pick the operator.
No.
Yeah. And apparently they put classes back now.
Yeah, I'm about to say they eventually
They went back to
got rid of the operator, or just
And wasn't there
they're
like
just
no scoreboard?
yeah, they're just skills.
Yeah, at the
now.
There's
beginning
no
they were like there was no
scoreboard,
scoreboard. They might still not be a scoreboard. Because they were like, well, people are too focused on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's how we win.
Yeah, that's how the game works.
No, we want people to be focused on what we tell them on the HUD only.
And I think they were trying to combat like, you know,
Griefers?
toxicity and griefers and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you're not gonna like, bro. Those people are shitty. They're gonna be shitty no matter if they can see the scoreboard or not.
It's true.
They loaded into the game going, you know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna be shitty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be shitty to my teammates. I'm gonna be shitty.
I'm gonna ruin this game for everybody.
Yeah.
I get off on that. It just didn't.
6 to midnight, real quick.
I know they mad at me.
Yeah.
I you know what I do? I spawn in a jet first and then I crash it, but I jump out
Like immediately.
like immediately too.
Immediately.
Now
So
we don't have
that
a
way
jet on
nobody
my
else
team.
can use it.
I'm so sad.
Hold me.
I just, man, gosh, the fucking extraction mode was like so bare. Everything was so bare bones about this game. That's what it was. It just felt so naked, just so.
And
Yeah,
again,
the extraction mode felt like it was just tacked on.
It was.
Yeah.
yeah. Again, I feel like when it's something that they're betting big on, I think they hold it too tight.
Right.
It's like, nope, this game has to be out at this point. It has to have this. It has to have this, and if not, well, it still has to come out. It's too big of a name to hold back. It's got to come out. I don't care if it's broke. We'll fix it in post. And,
You can't do that no more.
but then, again,
That's what everybody's doing.
you get the smaller games and the stuff that they don't really care about. That stuff comes out and it's great. It Takes Two, Star Wars Squadrons, games that they probably weren't expecting a whole lot out of.
Lost in Random.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
That game was really, really fun. I need to finish it, but like, it's because the thing is they couldn't get the American McGee Atlas stuff going again. There's a bunch of issues on both sides, blah blah blah. So they got a game that's clearly inspired by it, but also is doing its own thing. And that game was pretty fun, man. Like the story was a little Coraline-ish, but it's also a little Alice in Wonderland-ish. But it's got its own little version of like a fairy tale dystopian world. Like it was different. It was cool how the dice is like they're people. They're like creatures, but you need them in order to defeat the big bad. So they're like teaming up with you, and you're like fighting on their behalf because everything in this world is based on like chance and dice rolls. Like people roll bad, you gotta be poor. You roll good, you rich. But the basis of the story is the dice roll's been altered. People getting the dice rolls they ain't supposed to get because somebody else is controlling everything from the top.
Okay.
And you go from there trying to figure out what's going on. So, yeah, I mean, me and Zach played Wild Hearts, and I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan, but I thought the little things that they did in Wild Hearts that was different than what we, like, at least what I experienced in some of the Monster Hunter games, for one.
It didn't feel sluggish.
Yes, I didn't feel like I was
Monster
weighed
Hunter.
down the entire time. And Monster Hunter's got better, but they still haven't got to where I want to play it.
Yeah.
This game was pretty cool, and we could do multiplayer from the very beginning. We had to do some weird thing where I play 7 hours of the game first, then I could play with other people.
Yeah, it was
Play
fun.
the game first.
Bro,
I actually enjoyed it.
yeah, it was cool, but it didn't turn around the way they really wanted it to, unfortunately.
Well, it also came out in the worst year possible to come out for a new IP.
Yeah.
It was last year,
Yep.
and bro, we had one of the greatest gaming years since 2004, 2005.
They had multiple EA originals come out last year.
Yeah, and it just chose the wrong year. They should have came out this year.
Yes.
Yeah, it would. I think it would have done way better this year.
Had a lot more time to kind of resonate with people, and I don't think that was necessarily a failure from EA. More of they probably had those, because games take a while to make.
Yeah.
They had probably planned on having, 2023 is the year of the EA original, and they all won't do the same number of sales. But if we can establish this thing kind of like what they did with the EA big brand, where it's like, one, they're just publishing games. Because this was a Tecmo Koei game, and then it was developed by Tecmo Koei, and then Immortals of Avium was made by a new team, which it was cool to see them trying to give a new IP a chance. But again, picked a real bad year.
They had the same issue that Engage Gaming did, COVID.
Yeah, COVID. I'm about to say probably had a little
Yeah.
bit to do with it.
Yeah,
COVID pushed all those games to 2023, and they were all better for it.
yeah. And that, in Immortals of Avium, like I said, I think it's honestly like on the low end of 7, on the high end maybe an 8.5. Like it's not a bad
Solid game.
Yeah, for some people, they might have found like their new recent favorite game. It ain't gonna matter though, because you ain't gonna get another one. Because
No.
in true EA fashion, you don't do the numbers, you'll never get a second look.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah.
As games become more expensive to make.
Is that on Game Pass now?
Yeah, it is. No. It just
No.
went to it was the PlayStation Plus. This is April game.
Oh, that's right. I'm about to say, yeah. I
That's
remember,
how I
I remember
play
seeing
it.
it somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. PS Plus April, man.
So,
But as we go into what's going on next, we only thing I got looking forward to is maybe seeing Dreadwolf. I don't know about y'all.
from what I read something today is like we're apparently, hopefully, supposed to see it this summer.
Like
They're saying that it's going to be a huge information dump in June, and probably a
time.
release date. Yeah, probably sometime this year. That's what I'm hearing. We'll see. Then there's the specter of a new Mass Effect.
yeah, they've been talking about that there's something, rumors of Shepard being a part of the game.
Yeah,
That they figured out whatever they're going to be comfortable enough doing with the Shepard storyline to create more Shepard gameplay. Which,
Yeah.
bro, they can just be like, we lied, none of that shit happened. You beat the Reapers and y'all won, and next thing I'll be like, that's kind of stupid, but load the shit up.
I mean I want to see it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
If I hear Erdnot Rex go Shepard,
Yeah.
yes,
That's all, man.
Yeah.
Just imagine that, just a black screen and
Sharper.
like the this like yeah, that's all you hear. You hear like a door open and some heavy footsteps walking forward. Shepard, and that's it. And then just a Mass Effect Shepard or something comes up on the screen.
Yes.
2025.
That's it. It's like Shepard and Rex. I'm in. That's all.
bro, they could make a Shepard Rex buddy cop movie.
Oh yeah.
And just let you do either Paragon or Renegade. They could just be a choose your own adventure game, and I'd be like, "Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you, that Mass Effect Shepard and Rex is kind of dope, man. It's different how they did the gameplay, but I don't know, man.
But, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah, but
Sometimes I'm Erdnot, sometimes I'm Shepard.
What I meant to ask yesterday or last week was, did Justin ever try Andromeda?
No, hell no, He heard before I could even tell him that it wasn't like the first 3 Mass Effect. Then he asked me what he's like. So do your choices carry over? And I was like, because he said I only see one Mass Effect Andromeda game. What's the sequels like? And I was like, ain't no sequels. He's like, well then why am I doing it? I was like, yeah, I know, man.
it's a good point. But I mean, where
They were supposed to be.
Where do we think EA is like right now? They're still.
I think
know.
they keep this has happened more frequently over the recent years, but they're at another crossroads.
Yeah.
Not NCAA. College football is coming out allegedly this year.
Allegedly,
in the
yeah.
next month. So I don't think it's coming out there, but that's what they keep saying is June, end of June.
It's usually July when they come out.
Yeah,
it's usually
but it's supposed
July.
to be like the end. The last week of June was supposed to be whatever you bought the collector's edition. You get to play a little bit early, like they do with Madden.
Okay. So yeah. So I mean, they'll talk about it at summer games, I'm sure.
I don't know. I think they've kind of figured out who they are again.
I think so too. Yeah. Like they haven't. They. I think they've at least learned what not to do in order to at least not piss everybody off.
Yeah, I mean, you
Anymore.
saw
It's
in
a good place to start.
Battlefront 2 where they fixed like that when
Yeah.
that game came out.
That
It was
the turning point.
it was a train wreck, and they've
Yep.
turned that game into something that's great.
Yeah.
And the player base would probably be bigger if it started off like that. Now
Yeah.
they did drop the ball with Battlefield,
Yeah. Just the disappointment.
so I don't know. I
So
mean,
it-
it
it's
almost
hard.
feels hit or miss.
Again, I feel like now I know they're a huge company, and they got to make money to stay a huge company and all that. But again, I feel like they overproduce the big stuff, which is why they keep kind of dropping the ball on it. Just let these guys make the games. These were, loved games and franchises back in the day. Go back to what you used to do. Get these guys and just let them make a game. If you're not going to get a new Battlefield game in the fall, well, you just won't get one in the fall.
Yeah, I don't see why they have to have these games come out. Why couldn't Battlefield wait another year?
Yeah,
Because I
mean 6 months.
I obviously don't know their financials, but FIFA and Madden have to be carrying them.
exactly. And that's
Madden-
what I'm saying.
To your point, Zach, well, we talked about it before. ain't even like Madden got bad. Like it was objectively not a good game.
I would say like from like 2008 to 2015, it was a bad.
Yeah,
game.
that's some dog water. Like it's just not good. But we played the last like 5 of them,
and they're pretty good.
and they honestly gotten better each
Every year.
iteration.
Yep.
Like it gets as they take advantage.
And usually
of the new
there's a
system.
drop off when you go from
Usually, yeah.
generation to generation.
Yep.
This time there wasn't a drop off.
That's what I
They
heard.
just continue to build on what they've been previously doing
Yeah.
from PS4 to PS5.
So yeah, I feel like if they could be right back up there again, because if Dread Wolf comes out and it's great, then
all is forgiven.
yep, we're
Sign
good.
me up for the next battle
And-
next Mass Effect.
And I kind of feel like that way. I think if they let BioWare, even though
Another Jade Empire, please.
not really BioWare, that's not going to happen.
Come on, bro.
But if they let BioWare, if they can get BioWare to at least back up to the prestige, like, because Inquisition was a good game. It won a bunch of Game of the Year awards.
Mm-hmm.
So folks are kind of high on that series now. And if Dreadwolf comes out and is at least as good,
That's exactly what I said too.
then
Just be as good as Inquisition.
BioWare can be back, in everybody's mind as, hey, these guys make some really good stuff. And, hopefully as long as it's taken them to at least even show the game. It's been like 5 or 6 years since they first announced it. So the game kind of better be good. But this gives me hope that EA is taking a little more hands-off approach.
Yeah, they're letting them
and
actually
letting them kind of, okay, we need this game to be good. We're going to let you guys do it. Because apparently every time we touch a Mass Effect or anything y'all do, really, great things have not come out of it. So just make a great game.
Also,
I'm hoping that's what it is.
EA's wild for trying to make a KOTOR remake and not have BioWare be involved.
Jesus
That was
Christ,
that was some greasy shit.
Supposedly they're supposed to talk about that sometime this year too.
The other team is
apparently
canceled. They got kicked off of that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be moving to someone else internally now, and supposed to be back on track.
And who
So,
knows? They
see.
BioWare might have said, no, we can't do that right now. We're working on Dreadwolf. Let somebody
Still.
else take care of it.
Well, yeah,
And it's just a remake.
Definitely
They
they
can
aren't
just
doing
build
it.
off of what we have.
yeah.
Here's the source code. Here, go do this. Oh, you chose
Which-
that bitch to do it? Come on now.
Somebody who said, I don't really know why y'all like KOTOR, man. That shit's kind of weak to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm remaking KOTOR. I changed my mind. I don't hate it no more than I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. She was
Oh,
like
I'm not
red on
working on it
Friday.
anymore? Huh.
Shit was trash, my boy. Golly, it's so trash. Fucking, what's that fake Han Solo dude?
I can't remember.
Cal something?
That's from
The dude you steal the shit from?
Yeah.
Kylo Ren?
Shoot,
No.
I forgot his name.
It's
now.
Kyle Oren.
There you go.
Yeah. That's different. Karth. Is it the Karth?
Maybe.
Yeah. I still,
Something like
you
that.
get the ship and all that, and then
Yeah.
you gotta.
They don't care about his name no more.
Yeah, no, don't.
Um, But yeah, if Dreadwolf
Han
can come
Solo
out
Jr.
and be good, and then they come out with a new Mass Effect, that's actually good too. And they can get those games maybe coming out every couple years at least, or something like that, and find a third franchise that they can fit in there. So maybe every year.
Well, see,
know,
that, and to your point
something
earlier, though, like
kinda comes out.
we got to get away from we got to have a game this quarter or that quarter, stuff like that. Like WB just announced that they lost like $200 million.
WB's like all kinds of stuff.
Well,
wrong
yeah,
with them now,
but
yeah.
they lost a lot of money on the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I know, Steven, are you happy about that? Just because they wanted to kill Superman, he's like, I hope the bitches fail.
And then
No.
didn't they just announce a new Arkham game for VR?
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Everybody
know.
got so excited. Oh, it's for VR.
Yeah,
Oh, and it's only for Quest, like the newest Quest thing too.
which probably
Only
means
for
that
that.
Quest paid that better paid them.
I'm sure.
Yeah, which
But-
is, I mean, it's fine. Get your money, dog. It's just, hey, we're not gonna play that shit, right? Because the kids that got MetaQuest headsets that use them, guess what they not trying to do? Play Arkham VR. They probably playing some weird like
Roblox shit.
yeah, Roblox Batman.
Yeah, it's probably exactly what they do.
Or Among Us.
But they got like Spider-Man's powers.
Oh, they playing the exact game just in Roblox form.
Yeah, there we go. You know, I really like how everybody's square.
That's why I really like it.
That's why.
Plus, I got all my skins.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
As my
Look,
daughter
I'm the
showed me,
Hulk in the Batman game.
my daughter showed me an outfit where she was just a bag of Takis. I gave
And
her,
with that, we should
gave her
probably
real
end
money
this
for
episode. Woo, boy.
Great.
So
I couldn't even be mad.
so that's EA.
Yep, Nolan's gonna be back next week with the SNK Time Splitters.
No, I'm not.
Okay, my bad. Steven will come back with the Disney games timeline.
Disney Games timeline.
You gonna do like Darkwing Duck and Tailspin and
Lion King.
Rescue Ranger, and then go into like Lion King and Aladdin, and then you'll probably end up with like a Bug's Life or something like that.
I'll end on the Bugs Life because I had that for the Game Boy Color.
Did you?
Yeah.
I had the PlayStation demo.
Did you?
Yeah, using that PlayStation Underground disc. Had like bass fishing, like the hallway in Resident Evil 2, like that back alley.
Oh, okay.
Just the back alley.
All right, that one zone. Huh?
Yeah, just that one zone.
And we are 5 weeks away from Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, get ready, Joff.
I'm ready.
So we got that, and then the Microsoft / Redacted stream that following Sunday.
Supposed to be Call of Duty, right?
Call of Duty.
Probably.
NBA Finals is coming up. It's that time.
I mean, it could be Bethesda too, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's what the rumors are saying. It's Call of Duty. But yeah, it could be
Probably Call of
anything.
Duty. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Supposed to be like the
what was
future of
Bethesda
Nintendo.
show?
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be like the future of Activision as a whole, since they.
They haven't said whatever
Yeah,
everybody
it's
else
just
is saying. Everybody's just kind of.
Well, they canceled BlizzCon, man. BlizzCon.
Yeah. Well, just for 1 year. We'll see.
I needed the Gears update.
Nah.
Nintendo should be doing one sometime.
Switch 2.
Sometime around early June.
No, they already came out and said
so.
they're not showing.
Yeah, they finally did come out and they basically said, okay, look, we have the new console, but don't expect it. They gave like what they expect for their sales to be in the next fiscal year, but that did not include new console hardware sales. So, which means I think the fiscal year ends in April. So
March.
they don't plan for it. I thought it was April.
And no, he would know. He worked for them.
Well, I
No,
thought,
it's fiscal years.
I thought the
Nintendo
fiscal
boy.
year starts in May though. May 1st.
March.
Which means it ends in April. Either way,
I'm
spring. Either way, their projections there pretty much tell everybody don't expect it by next spring. So it it could be right after spring, but it could be next summer.
President, he made a tweet and he said, we're going to be doing a presentation in June.
Yeah, as they always do. I don't know why everybody's always so surprised. They're doing a new direct. They do one every quarter.
We're doing one in June. It's not going to have. We are working on the Switch on a new system. But it's not going to have nothing about that is going to be shown in the presentation.
So it's
ready to
definitely
talk
getting
about
shown.
It's only going to be about games coming out in the later half of 2024.
Yep.
And we will announce what the new system is sometime within the fiscal year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they'll announce it sometime
Star Fox remake.
within the fiscal year. But
They already
when-
did that.
when
Not 64.
when they gave their
Yeah.
projections for the rest of the fiscal year, it didn't include hardware. So
GameCube added to Nintendo Online.
I don't think that's happening until the next
Yeah.
Do you think
console.
we'll get a Star Fox on the Switch?
I think we'll get
I
it.
don't
I think
know.
we get it on the new system.
you already got one. You got Starlink. Whatever the hell
I mean,
it was.
that's the closest
Yep.
and the best thing you're gonna get.
Get that R-Wing attachment.
I'm actually looking for it.
That would be good to get a new Star
I saw it
Fox.
in Best Buy. Shoot, what was it, a few months ago.
I
It's
could have bought it at
$10.
Walmart for I could have bought it for Walmart like the whole set with the. With
You
the
say
ship
that,
and the
but it was
pieces and everything.
probably 2 months ago, like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
Time is a social
it's-
construct.
It kind
I
of all
just-
just blends
I
together.
just wanted the R wing.
Yeah.
And
That's why I
did you
want it.
see the Switch? They were saying the leak from the whatever the Joy-Cons.
Like
magnetic?
magnets in them.
Yeah, they're magnetically connect now, and they're a little bit larger too, which probably means the console itself is larger as well. The screen's supposed to be 1080p in handheld mode and goes up to 4K docked.
Hold on. Are we talking about the Switch 2 now?
Yeah.
We probably should stop or we're going to lose this episode.
That's true. Getting tight.
What you mean?
Every time we talk about the Switch 2, the episode gets destroyed.
Oh, shit. You right. Yeah. You right.
Let's stop all we hit because I'm not doing this again with y'all.
Yeah, we'll.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Do your thing.
Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to talk about the Switch 2. Because I just want to see what happens to the episode. Let us know what you think EA is going to be doing for summer games, and let us know what EA game disappointed you the most.
Yeah.
And which one you like the most?
Which one you like the most?
If
Second one's optional.
Dead Space is the answer to that one.
No.
All right. We out.
Bye. Where y'all at on you?
I don't want to say, but I'll just say that I think I just hit like 25 hours of gameplay time, but my actual progress time is probably about 12 to 15 max.
Damn.
Oh, I've spent.
I'm around 20. I'm around 25 too. I think 20, somewhere between 20 and 25.
How much actual?
I'm pretty sure I'm
progress?
at the halfway point.
I am at.
Like out of those 17 hours.
How far are you?
Shoot, I don't know about hours. Probably around 20, 25 hours.
Okay, so I'm probably behind everybody, right?
Possibly.
Maybe. You might be ahead of me, but
Well,
I know a few of my hours was
Sunday. I finally got a chance to sit down and play it, but I just basically grinded some stuff.
yeah, I did.
grind it out.
Sunken Town.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you gotten the ability to move around the map faster yet?
I think I'm about to get it. I just made it to the desert town.
You're right. But
No, you should have already got
you
it.
should have already gotten it.
Oh wait.
Carrie? You met Carrie yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sunken town. Yeah. Okay. I did
That's
that.
how far. I don't even remember that stuff back then.
No, I'm literally at the next area after that mission.
I'm heading there.
So I'm
I haven't done. I'm guessing there's a big battle I'm about to do. From when I saved it, it said that we're getting prepared for battle.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I did.
Oh, yeah,
So
the Civil
basically,
War
I
battle?
did that, and then I got to the next place. I didn't actually like do anything.
I've been stopping off everywhere on the way. So
Bro.
I
it's like I mean, shoot. Once I got Carrie, I was like, it's time to
bro.
Yeah.
you could just-
I gotta make
just
progress now.
level everybody up.
I took the ship
We need
across
to
the.
know everybody up.
Characters that I wanted to use, I took them back to other areas. Had my strongest characters and put like weaker characters in the
bite.
party, and just had them get caught up.
So we all pretty close.
Yeah, I think we're all
I
around the
think
same.
my highest level character right now is 34 or 5, something like that.
Yeah. Mine's
Yeah,
like
what's his
37,
name is
I think.
Noah. He just hit 35. Just because I don't really take him. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I like him. He's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
He's
ever take him out of the
he's
party.
multi-use. Like I can put him in the
You
front.
can-
I can put him in
Plus, he
the
has to.
Can you take him out? I don't think you can.
Who? The
The Guardian.
yeah. They
Oh
You'll
yeah,
get her
yeah.
back.
Hopefully that'll be soon. 'Cause,
Well,
she
you know-
she was cool.
Yeah, she's my favorite character.
the I thought she was gonna be all like super defense. She pulled out the double swords on him.
Oh yeah. Now what's well I guess it's a who's
Wait,
the
who?
dude? The,
Wait, no, I'm thinking
That's
about
Sabine.
Sabine, yeah.
Sabine, yeah.
Yeah, is that her brother or the other?
No, that's the
big guardian.
No, Sabine is the chick that stayed with Periella
Yeah.
when they escaped.
Oh yeah,
Mercenary.
the mercenary. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Versus the girl from the cover, right? The
Yeah.
one with the
She's
green.
she's like the other main character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, at least how they presented it.
Yeah, it's
and
like
then
three main.
You only
three-
played it for
yeah.
like 3 minutes, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
but-
shit.
And she was in your party.
Well,
It was the first time you took charge of somebody, not
You'll
Noah.
You'll see after.
You're about to see some part.
yeah. After that battle, then they give you a little more freedom.
Yeah,
You find out some stuff
you
happens
find
in
out
that
some
next
stuff.
battle.
Yeah, some stuff happens in the next battle. Exactly. It's
I like
oh.
I like the big battles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
it's pretty
still, I
cool.
still don't think I'm doing them right.
You doing
but
them right.
But they're easy enough that you can.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't
not-
think we can.
I mean,
feel-
at least so far.
They're pretty much like Suikoden 1. Did Suikoden 2 have the big battles in it?
I don't know. I never played it.
I think only Suikoden 1.
No, what did they had something else though, didn't they?
They had something, but I don't think it was the big battles like this. I mean, the big battles in the first game didn't work like this one did either. But I want to say Suikoden 3 did.
I feel like also that like so far those battles are kind of like you're supposed to win. Like there's not a real big
Like you really
difficulty
have to try
around it.
to
Instead of doing a cutscene, they let you kind of play
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be some later. They're gonna be like, all right, now if you want to do
one,
it,
I felt I was a little concerned a couple of times. Like, I may not make it out of this one.
Well, yeah.
You know what I didn't realize is more than one unit can be on a square.
I did the same
and
thing.
you can move each unit. I thought
did
when I told one
same
unit they
thing.
would all move.
Yeah, they would all go-
Everybody
yeah.
in the square
No.
would do whatever I told them, and I finally realized, so that's what saved me. I had to move one down and the other one up.
Nolan over here splitting up platoons. And
Yeah.
Instead of having 2 characters, you got 4 actually to move around.
Yeah,
Like 4 squads.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So-
Move them together. They're separate and they got abilities.
Yeah,
and do
but,
the
shoot,
abilities.
at the end, I messed them up though. I was getting messed up at first, but I was like, "Oh no, I got this. I'll do this here, and I'll do this here, and then I'll do this, and then bam! What you gonna do?"
Nolan observing the battlefield. Yes, just as I predicted. You're like puppets.
I knew
on
you would do
strings.
that.
Shoot, it worked out pretty good.
Wait, did anybody start playing Beyblade?
Bro,
No.
when does that
No,
happen?
when did, I don't.
Did you find it?
Yeah,
Where's it at?
you got to go back to the first main town, not the starting town, but the first main.
Arendelle or something like that.
What, the one that
Yeah,
got taken over?
yeah. It's
You can
weird.
go back there?
Yeah, I just started
Yeah,
trying
I've
to go
been
back
back
to play.
there, but I
haven't went
didn't.
back.
I didn't find.
Did you find the card game guy?
Yeah,
Did you play that card game?
yeah. It ain't better. It ain't better than Beyblade.
I haven't tried
hadn't
Beyblade
found
yet.
I haven't done any of that shit.
You got to go back to those, like all the towns you visited before. Just go back.
Yeah, so like they made it seem like you couldn't, and so when you was talking about getting the teleport thing, so I teleported to the wrong place by mistake, and I was like, well, let me just see what happens when I go in, and it was the first main, the one they took over, and so I was like, oh,
You can go back there?
exactly. So like
Yeah, I didn't
it
think
made
I'd
it
go
seem
back.
like
that
you.
was the first place I went. Actually, I walked back there. I
It's
was
not
like,
taking
I'm
over?
so tired of walking.
They have guards there.
They have guards there, but
they
you're,
basically
you're
like-
still free to walk around and do stuff.
Because it's not like the way the game makes it seem too, and you'll get a little more context. It's not like it's on site. We got to fight. It's like if they tell us to fight, or they tell us to get rid of y'all, or they tell us to do it, the soldiers are gonna do it. But like everybody kind of just like waiting on orders. Nobody's like,
Yeah.
unless you cause a problem or something. They're like, you can just
yeah,
kind of
you can. Yeah, it's fine.
yeah. You want to buy something?
Because I walked all the way back there.
Did you
And
get the spear
And that's
guy?
when I was like, man, there's got to be a way to fast travel in this game.
Did you get the
This
old
walking
spear guy?
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
What'd you say?
The old spear guy?
The old spear guy.
in that town, Kisan,
The one where you
he's over there like saucing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to more
Oh,
people.
I've seen him. Yeah, I talked to him, but I wasn't able to.
Oh,
get
the
him.
one drinking.
yeah.
You have to-
Oh,
you
yeah,
have to be
yeah.
like over a certain
I
level.
Go back
so,
to him
yeah.
and talk to him. You might have
You should
might
be
have talked to
fine.
him.
I think I was level 30 when I got him.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't know what the
I just
threshold
thought
was,
about
but
it.
it
I never
was-
Neither
did.
did
I never
I. I
did go back
talked
and
to
talk
him once. He's like, "You're not strong
Yep.
enough."
Yeah, I did.
And
see
then
that.
I'm like, I know this is about to lead into a big battle. Let me talk to him and see what happens. Oh, we can fight now.
There's
Yep.
there's
Oh, okay.
another character
yeah,
that
I
you
should
can
be able to
get
get him.
like
I
that, but I
walked
think
right
you're supposed to
past
get
him
like
100 times.
way earlier. It's like a little kid, like a dragon.
Bro,
Face
I've gotten so many people so late
Yeah,
because apparently
Oh,
you're supposed
the
to just
little
turn
cat
back
guy
around and
with
go.
the dragon.
Yeah, it's like the-
helmet
you
thing?
got the
Yeah,
dragon
I got
helmet,
him
yeah.
already.
Oh, I don't have him.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Just literally go and start at the first place.
yeah. Just
and
just
go back
teleport
in,
all the
just-
way back to.
and just keep
See, I
going.
walked back
Yeah.
to everywhere. After a while.
It doesn't take that long, especially once you get teleportation. It don't take long at all.
Well, yeah, once you get teleportation,
because
it's
you can
way
tell
easier.
if it's a special
Oh,
character.
I had to
or
look
not.
that shit up because I was so fucking confused
What?
when they told me you need somebody in your party to get across.
Oh yeah,
this.
yeah.
Oh, you went there first? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even see Carrie.
Yeah, because she
You
only
had to-
pops up.
she only
No, I did
pops
see
up,
her.
like,
I did see her once.
No,
Yeah.
I,
you gotta do it
I
like
did the
3
same thing.
times.
So look, I saw her once, and then I went to Old Town, and they was like, "Yeah, you need somebody that can teleport." And I'm like,
They didn't say teleport.
No, they
Usually
said
you,
they-
you need somebody
get
in your
across.
party that can get across.
Like,
this.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
because
I was
they
like-
kind of hint that it's about to happen. Because what's her name was like, we need somebody that can spoop us or something like
Who
that.
can,
Yeah.
who can shoot
And I was
us
like,
or whatever.
please let that happen.
"Yeah,
soon.
talking about
Pachoo.
Malor."
No, it was.
That was
Leanne.
Leanne.
Yeah.
But I was
And I
like,
was like,
I'm like
oh,
looking
God,
through my party member or everybody that I can put in my party. I'm like, bro, none of these motherfuckers can do that.
I thought it was
I
somebody's
was
support thing. I'm like, let me check this.
I went all the way back to the town before that town because you know they had boats and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I need to catch a ferry over or something.
You know what else I learned? I don't know if y'all might already know this, but you know those last 3 spots in the party?
That's what I said last week. You didn't listen to me?
Yeah, he wasn't listening. He was in the slump. He was depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in a bad week.
Yeah, you can put
Yep.
whatever required characters are in
Yeah.
there.
That's what you were saying, Stephen. Can you not
Man.
have Noah in your party? Yeah, you could not have Noah in your party.
You could
He's
not
still
have
running,
him.
though.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you can put required characters in there, so you can still use other characters.
Apparently, Steven didn't listen to you last
I
week.
didn't.
Bro, they don't be
no,
listening.
No, I didn't.
I did this.
I didn't hear that shit at all.
Yeah, you could literally have 9 people with you.
Because I was
Yeah.
like, what is this? And I finally just went over there and I saw the names that were available. I was like, oh, this is everybody that's required. Wait, I can put required characters back here? Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, you can't use those equip effects, like the dash boots and the extra XP and the money and all
Where are
that.
the
Bro,
dash
you,
boots?
bro, you be zooming with those damn dash
got-
boots.
I had to
can't
be
remember
before
where
the
you get
tree.
them from.
It's. I think it's like right
I
after you
got them
get.
super early.
Yeah,
What do
you
mean-
get 'em early.
What do you mean dashing with the?
Like you zooming if you got them on.
Have you taken them off of your equipped party member?
I've never equipped them.
Or if you equip them to anybody in your party, like your overworld speed is
Really?
fast.
Oh, I thought it was
Or I
just.
haven't.
I can't remember, but
They might be in
They're in the first area. I know that. I got them.
like you
super
get them
early.
really early.
Really?
Yeah, or I think they might be in Noah's. Something's in Noah's room too.
It might be in his
I
room.
got
Yeah, it might
whatever
be.
was in this room. I hope I didn't sell it.
Shit, let's just look it up.
I have it. I just have it sitting there. I thought it was increasing like your initiative. In
No,
battle.
it's
No,
actually
it's
like
like
overworld
What's it called?
dash boots.
dash boots. You might have stored them too, Nola, because they'll
Oh,
let you-
there's a very good chance.
Yeah,
I did
'cause
it,
they'll let you store that shit and then-
because that's what I was doing when I started grinding with everybody. Every time my inventory get filled up, I just go store everything except for always keep 6 healing incenses, 6 regular healings.
I
in
keep
the,
a lot more of that on me.
Hey,
And,
bro, I keep them. I keep
Keep them
30,
hands on.
30
many-
quality pots at all
Yeah.
times.
I
I
keep
know about
30 and I
30?
keep 10
30.
revivals.
Really?
But honestly, you need them because, dude,
They
like,
Sometimes-
fucking destroy your back line sometimes.
dude,
Especially
like,
you trying to level somebody up.
What's the healer chick? who's
But
got
yeah,
that
they don't get
attitude?
XP if they're dead.
She's got barely over 100 HP.
Yeah, but you got to find the little equip thing that you can give her extra 100 HP.
No,
So I
she got
tried
extra,
using-
She got extra MP.
you got extra MP on
Wait,
that
who?
too. Francesca.
Francesca,
Oh,
the-
she's like one of my favorite
Bro,
characters.
she's got
oh, yeah.
she's got to stay. Your job is simple in the boss fight. You got one job. Okay, it's real easy. Just take this out. You're gonna love it. Heal every goddamn turn. Just heal.
Put defense up first.
Well,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
I know you don't
yes.
do that, but
Hey man, dude, I gotta say
No, you
that.
got to do that. You gotta,
I
Put the shield on, and then I need you. Somebody
got-
needs it every
the
time.
shield-
Somebody needs
I
it.
put the earth rune on Neo, and
Yeah.
it has a shield spell in it, and that's usually the first thing I do with her shield,
Yep.
and then do whatever else.
I'll give her the,
if we're gonna do.
level 3 to 5 water room.
to Francesca.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, who else am I gonna give it to?
I haven't
Who else
done
has?
that.
Who
I
else
haven't really
has 400 MP?
I haven't really changed runes that much.
I have.
I need to get
haven't-
her.
I
Lady
haven't-
Purnell has decent spells, but her mana cost is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna have to-
do
you're
one of
gonna
her
have to
spells like
So
60
she's-
MP for like a.
She's in
it's
those
a-
back slots.
What you think this is, bro? If you gonna cast a spell in this game, you gotta pay to cast
Yeah,
a
spells
spell.
are
But Francesca
expensive.
doesn't. She can cast a lot of spells.
She's got 400 MP.
Yeah,
Mine doesn't.
not literally. She's
No,
got like
she's got a lot.
250.
Yeah.
But there's an item I found that
Where's
gives her
it?
50
Yeah.
more MP.
Yeah, but I tell you,
Abandoned
there's,
mine.
Bracelets or whatever.
Have y'all no? So y'all got. I'm telling you, go back through all of that stuff, bro. I don't know how many characters y'all found so far.
I've
but there
heard
is a
folks-
shitload of people in them other towns.
I've-
again.
I've been
folks
back
I've
to every
never
town
even
except for the one that
used.
got taken over.
and you got to start having certain people to get certain things to happen.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
there's
got
a-
my castle up to level 2, but now there's a bunch of folks I'm missing to
Yeah.
keep expanding.
And one of them's that.
Which I
that
was so mad it took me so long to realize I could go to level 2. I was like,
Bro, they
I, was
make
like,
it-
I feel like there's more stuff that the castle should be able to do. So I was moving the thing around, and then I went to the castle, and I was like, oh, okay. I can
Oh,
go to
I
level
realized
2.
I go to level 2 after I did a bunch of other things. I didn't have enough resources to do level 2.
Would you need the Mystic Lumber?
Oh, I got tons of it. Yeah.
I have a bunch now.
I think just to
Oh,
get to
yeah,
level 2, you
that's
just need
actually-
a bunch
if
of
you-
money.
If you start every time you go through a dungeon, you come out with a bunch of resources to be able to do something.
yeah.
I try to do as much of the first initial
Yeah, I cleared out the first web of it.
because for some reason I thought if I get to level 2, maybe it like it may lock something out, or
Yeah, I was worried about stuff like that too, but I don't think so.
How do you like
No.
the tree folk dungeon?
man, those monsters hit hard.
Tree folk dungeon.
The one where you have to rotate
The
the
trials.
proving ground.
The proving ground.
Oh, the proving ground. Yeah, that was
Hey.
that was kind of
I
tough
like-
until everybody got it.
I liked it,
Got
but I
up
was
the level.
annoyed by all the fights. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, it was-
I just want to do the puzzles.
Yeah.
I just figured the shit out. Oh, I just figured it out. Hey,
Then
What was I doing?
Then it's like,
Do I gotta rotate it again, right? Yeah, that's right.
do I run? Because if I run and I don't make it, I might die.
Yeah, you might you get wrecked.
hey, buddy. I was like, you know what? Here's what we gonna do. Pop this thing real quick. Go back to the beginning. We'll slide back out and hit this end up for
Oh
a
yeah, I had
second.
to do it one time.
Yeah,
I had to do it for
So
one
I
time.
didn't have one of those on me. I keep them on me now.
Oh, you
but there
gotta
was
get that thing on you.
there was I can't remember what fight it was. I did it like 20 times because I refused to start over because I'm like I don't want to lose like 3 hours.
I don't blame you.
I'm gonna have to just hopefully RNG one of these and because I think I beat whatever boss it was with one person.
Ooh, hey, a win's a win.
Hey, a win's a win.
A win's a win, my boy.
Because I ran out of pot because I never buy pots. I ran out of
You
pots.
are living.
Oh, after that, I start buying pots now. Because in every other RPG I've ever played, I've never had to use pots as much as I had to in this game.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, they just hit so hard.
Yeah.
It's
Like, it's crazy.
It adds more strategy.
Yeah, but and also they give you a
And
lot.
management.
Like you'll get 6 out of one chest,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
they want you to
that's
use
pretty.
them.
That's
And
pretty.
they're pretty cheap
Yeah, oh,
compared
yeah.
to how much
And
gold
yeah,
you
they-
But
get.
they
Yeah.
give you, but you got the item limit, so it kind of balances out too.
So now I buy them.
Yeah,
and stock up.
incense. That's
Yeah, the instance is
Yeah.
this shit.
incense. Is like,
You
yeah,
can't buy it yet though. You just gotta find it
Yeah, you
now.
can.
Right? Can you
Yeah.
buy it now?
I can.
What's incense?
It's the heals
The
everybody
healing
for
incense,
60.
It heals everybody for
Oh,
60.
I had one of those in the very beginning. I haven't seen one since though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
didn't know
you
you could
gotta
buy 'em,
you gotta get to the places where you can buy them, and then you can start having them in your base too.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because it was like when I opened my armor shop in my base, I was like, she don't have anything.
Yeah, she sucked.
Well,
but
you gotta-
but you gotta upgrade that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta.
But the second I saw I could buy incense, thank God. All right, cool. I'm in.
We're in.
Yep. Now
I think
every
the
time-
easiest fight so far was the sunken town fight.
Yeah, that one.
That was pretty.
that
Yeah,
was-
that was pretty easy.
the
big
the
crab.
bugs.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Hit
yeah.
hit the legs.
Hit the
the
leg and
legs.
then he hit the dude one time. And he has to take a whole turn off.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
I was like, so y'all gonna let me do this? Y'all gonna okay, cool. Y'all gonna let me do this.
He only really hit hard towards the end.
What'd you say?
When he did, he only really hit hard towards the
Yeah,
end.
look.
We did the little spin thing.
By the
whatever.
time,
Nah, he never do that to me.
yeah, see, I didn't attack the little ones first. I was just attacking the main body.
The
And I
gimmick,
was
Nolan,
like-
the gimmick.
I was like, I know. But I was like, man, this is
Always
this,
got to do the gimmick.
this is taking way
Hard-headed.
too long. So when I started doing it, I would do one until I think it was about to die. Then I start attacking the other one. Have my strongest one hit one, and then start attacking the other one. So then when one of them would fall off and he would fall over, then I hit the body, and then when he come back over, I'd switch everybody over to that one, and within a turn or two, that one would die.
So you don't have to knock them both over.
No, you only had to do one.
You don't have to do one.
Oh, for real?
I was knocking both
doing
of
1,
them
2
over.
buckle my shoe.
The way I was doing it
One,
is
two.
the first 4 people would hit the little crab, and it should be dead by those 4 people hitting
Yeah.
it. And then my last guy hits the big one, and then Francesca heals. And
Yeah.
then they all get a turn hitting the body.
See, I didn't have a healer. I was using every.
Oh, I
Nolan,
only-
what the
healing
hell you
herb.
doing?
I was using everybody.
No, you went big bodies?
Huh?
You went big body? You just all punches and kicks?
I mean, kind of. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to having to fight for some reason.
I know
No,
you
now you know you
get
had to
caught
fight.
slipping. I
Yeah.
got all right. So you was talking about earlier about
expect to fight
the proving
every
grounds, the boss in the proving grounds.
Oh, that motherfucker was a.
All right, so look.
That's probably the hardest fight so far.
I lost the first
Who's
time.
the boss?
The
in the-
golem and
The fucking angel and the golem,
the angel and the golem.
which can turn into the
That
angel.
one was okay. So that one was fine. It was the boss after that fucked me up.
Oh, the ones after. Yeah.
See, that one was easier
you talking
than
about 2
the,
people?
Yeah,
Oh, bro, I
that-
beat
but
the- I
that's
beat-
because I had no pots at all. I had,
you
I had
was-
zero.
you
That
was
was the
nasty.
fight.
That dude
That was
putting you
the
to sleep?
0 pots, huh?
that dude putting you to sleep with his knife.
Right, and he
Yeah.
was putting people to sleep.
Definitely
Hey,
kill him.
guess
Zero
who had a
pots?
sleep immunity pin on guard?
And Francesca only had 80 mana going into that
Oh boy.
You got to do 2 group heals, baby.
fight. Somehow,
That's all we got.
after like 10 tries, I beat it because RNG finally favored me.
There you go.
Yeah, I put a sleep pen on guard just because I found it and I was like, not sleep immunity. Nobody's tried it yet, but the poison ain't bad.
No.
So like,
No, and it goes away.
once in the whole game so far. So
bro, I had poison a lot. Guess what? It don't really. It's like 6
don't really
damage
do
a turn.
anything.
Yeah, and it goes away after the battle.
Compared to everything else in the
Yeah.
game, it doesn't really do
Bro,
anything.
it goes away
it's
after
not
battle. Because I remember thinking like FF2. You got poison in that game, and the fight was over. You start walking around.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
You know, Pokemon.
Pokemon did it. Too.
That's what it is. Pokemon.
Frank.
What is that? Well, your Blastoise is catching it. Or please.
Bro, first of all, the water Pokemon has so much HP. Bro, I did a whole dungeon with him and poison. Just I'm gonna give him a super potion real quick, get him back.
There you go.
Um,
Pure agony.
the one thing I wish, and there's probably something in the game, because it feels like they address with the castle, like all of the quality of life things are there, but you have to get to them. But like the hero combo stuff is kind of annoying because I'm trying to figure out, like, I want more of them, and I can't. Like, I gotta figure out who got it.
I know Francesca and the doctor guy that you find.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who you're talking
talk
about.
They
about-
got one.
I know
Okay.
you're talking about,
Yeah, you go back to the towns. Just go into the buildings and stuff.
I
you'll
know
see
Lady Perella and Leanne have one.
really?
the girl attack,
Yeah.
Girl power.
girl
Yeah.
power, or whatever. Yeah.
There was another one I found out about, but I haven't seen it yet.
Sabine and Gar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Which they kept
As soon as
like,
I figured it out, I couldn't use Sabine anymore. I was like, what the fuck?
well, like they kept hinting at it too when they kept talking. I'm like, bro, they gotta have a
They
hero.
know they have history.
Right.
Yeah, because I was trying to get Mio and go. I'm like, y'all was together when we started the damn game. Y'all ain't got no move together. What kind of shit is this?
Does Mio not doing a lot of damage for you?
Okay,
Or is it just me?
No. So there's a couple of things you got to make sure with her. One, make sure you level up her weapon.
Right.
Cause like she gets big jumps, and
Yeah,
like
she does.
some people,
She's
some
got
people
like
got
the
like,
highest damage weapon so far.
dude.
I think.
I had some person whose level is like 5 or 6, and the thing says like 9 plus 9 damage, and I'm like, hey man, come on, what are we doing here? Yeah. But Sabine, Mio, she gets a lot from her. The other thing that I found so her basic attacks kind of sucks. Like I think that's just part of the character. But do you know what her SP move does?
Yeah, the insta kill.
It's 2 things that it does. One, it can insta kill, but it also does more damage than her standards, and it goes first.
Oh, it automatically goes.
Like
first?
you can see, like, whatever it does, it has a high
puts her
speed.
first, okay.
So she usually goes first doing that. So I think that's kind of the trade off. Like it looks like they've tried to make it to where nobody's like OP.
Right.
Like everybody's got to have, except for Noah. Noah actually is kind of.
kinda
Noah got
beast.
way too much fucking MP to have as much HP and like
He's got good defense and attack, and
he's like Ryu, but
Well,
like
his-
if you said A- for everything.
yeah.
His hero with Leanne is fucking just
Dude, it's-
deletes
oh, yeah.
things.
Dude, it's so strong. First of all, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Bro, she be hitting hard and she be
Yes,
stunning.
I don't know what I did. I changed some stuff around, and all of a sudden she's doing like 280, just
Yes,
normal.
and
attacks. Like,
always critting.
when did this happen?
Bro, she
I
always
think
crit.
she's always bypassing armor.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's,
Yeah.
that's what fists do. They
Yeah.
bypass or grapple does.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
Those are
Yusuke
moves.
was
yeah,
kicked.
because I heard Yusuke gets real strong,
Bro, them
real quick
kicks.
too. Yeah,
Go back to you kept going. You didn't listen last week. either.
Yusuke,
The ne'er do well, the
guy in the
You
pink
got to go
coat?
through the checkpoint.
the checkpoint. Go back to the checkpoint.
You had to
in
see
the
it.
original.
it's in that very first time you get on the world map, and it's like you could have went to Red Throat, and then but if you go to the place right before, it's like
it's in the north.
yeah, like to the
Yeah.
north.
Turn the thing
northwest.
north, and
Actually,
it's
you had to have
it's
gone
the
through
gate that leads back to the very first place you start the game at.
Because you have to. They send you through there to continue the story. I think.
Yeah, but it's kind of part of the cutscene type of thing. So I don't think
What's
that
his
like
actual name?
Yusuke.
Okay.
He's got a mohawk and he's got a red.
I ain't seen anybody with a
Yeah,
mohawk.
go like where he was talking about the area that has
I guess I'll go explore.
was it
Yeah, bro, just teleport
place where-
around, bro. Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
Go back. Either go back to the very first town that the game starts in and go south in through that gate, or go north through the second area.
Yeah.
But either way, it's that gate. Once you walk through there, you'll see it.
I know
It happens.
that. What's the merchant guy you find in the cave, in the mine?
Which one?
Yeah,
The one that
there's-
sells the items.
Yeah.
There's a few people
Yeah.
in,
I
in the
would-
mine.
Yeah, but there's a few folks in.
Yeah, I haven't been back to the mine because I was like, "Fuck, man, I don't want to go through that shit."
No,
again.
trust me. bro. Like
Oh,
that's the other thing too. When you get strong
That's
or
why I
stronger
went
than the
to-
area,
Yeah, that's why I went with my folks that were still low level. That I wanted to get them up to like at least 25. That's why I took them back to.
No, I took those moves to where we currently at, Let's hope you don't get a text.
Well,
I did.
Sometimes.
Look, I was putting people in the woods, the south gate of the woods,
Okay.
because
yeah,
it's
not so
a decent XP,
Yeah.
but also like everybody except the fungus, or the wizard rabbit, the one that's on
Bro,
the
those
broom.
wizard
The broom
rabbits
that-
will
I-
fuck you up.
Listen, you gotta keep some
Hey.
people that can get to the back line
But let me
and
tell
get
you
them
what-
out of there first real quick. Other than that, it's fine. 'Cause they ain't got no
such
HP.
That's such a cool design, though.
What, the wizard on
the
the
wizard on the broom, like a
they
motorcycle.
do so much damage.
Dude,
though.
they do.
It's ridiculous.
what you mean? It's carrot destruction.
Blam! What the hell?
Everybody takes 75.
All right, we gotta start this shit.
All right,
Let's go.
all right,
Let's
all
go.
right,
We
Yeah, it's
can
almost been 25 minutes.
we could talk
Listen,
about
put that in the front
Chronicles.
and then look. Put that in front and then
Nah, I'll put it in the back if anything.
okay.
Oh, you put it in the bag.